Here we go. Miller's going to throw it. Picked off down the sideline. That's DJ Van Riper. Van Riper, a pick six. And the Cougars walk it off. Oh, JTV have a day. Puck loose. Shot. Hard down top shelf.
This one could end up into
Over to Sausage. He'll try another one. He hit it.
For JTV, baby! For JTV!
Dearborn Divine Child travels over an hour and a half for a Catholic High School League AA Division matchup against the Lumen Christi Titans. It's the 10th all-time meeting between the Titans and the Falcons. Divine Child coming into this game 4-0 with a couple of D1 commits. Lumen Christi having to battle one of the toughest schedules in the state. Lumen Christi, Divine Child, next on JTV Sports. Well, hello and welcome to the high school football on JTV, presented by Minuteman Sewer and Drain. This is also the pregame show brought to you by College Chevrolet. Matt Kibbe, Josh Brigette with you here, Lumen Christi and Divine Child in what is set to be one of the best games in the state of Michigan tonight.
It should be a fantastic game, Matt. You got two great teams. Lumen Christi has had one of the toughest schedules in the state of Michigan all season long, and they've really competed in all of those games. And this is going to be no different tonight with the test they have tonight. Divine Child has not given up a point all season long. They're one of only two teams left in the state of Michigan that has not given up a point all season long. That will be the key to the game for me tonight. Can Lumen Christi move the ball with any type of consistency in this ball game?
They're going to have a tough challenge, but for Divine Child, this Lumen Christi team is really going to be their first challenge. They've had a schedule that hasn't really had to play the fourth quarter yet today.
It is. They've had a running clock all season long. I think we're going to learn, is it the competition or is it the talent that this Divine Child team has? They have a lot of talent. We're going to see what it's been like against those first four squads.
A couple of D1 commits to Iowa, Eastern Michigan. We'll get into more about them when we get into this game a little bit later on. But, Josh, when you really think about Lumen Christi and the schedule that they've had to face, when you get into conference play, it almost feels like you can take a sigh of relief based on those first four games.
I mean, we talked about it with Coach Brogan before the season started. You go through this schedule, there is no signs of relief. This is just a ridiculous schedule, week 1 to week 9. And I think this Lumen Christi team just trying to get to the point where they can feel like they've got enough wins to get into playoffs. That's the key. Can they get into Division 6 playoffs? Because we know this team can make a run, but they got to get the wins to do it.
It's always something in these games, and now you get one win against U of D Jesuit in conference play. Now you bring in the second favorite, the team right behind you in Divine Child, which you've controlled over the course of history since being a part of the Catholic High School League. What's the difference in a game like this for Divine Child and Lumen Christi?
I think it's going to come down to the offensive line and really the line of scrimmage. The line of scrimmage will be key in this ball game. How does Lumen Christi compete against on both sides of the ball at the line of scrimmage? If they can win that battle, I like their chance to win the ball game.
This pregame show also brought to you by Liquid Death. You can murder your thirst with Liquid Death. This has been the College Chevrolet pregame show. College Chevrolet in Albion, home of the Forever Warranty and free oil changes on Fridays for veterans. See their new and pre-owned inventory at collegechevy.com.
Do you know Alro sells more than just metals? We are a one-stop shop for all your plastic needs. Whether you need one piece or 1,000, Alro offers a wide selection of sheet, rod, tube, and custom machined parts cut to size and delivered next day. Visit alroplastics.com, your source for performance plastics.
Grimes Plumbing Company is licensed and insured. Give us a call for all your plumbing needs. Water heater installation and repair, drain cleaning, leak repair. And remember, at Grimes Plumbing, we love water.
Lester Brothers has been performing driveway installations for over 30 years. Crushed asphalt is one of our most popular driveway gravels and an overall Lester Brothers favorite. When spread properly, it can last for many years. It's 100% recycled, environmentally friendly, quarter of the cost of hot asphalt, dust-free, and ready for immediate use after construction. Contact Lester Brothers today for a free timely estimate for your future crushed asphalt driveway or parking lot.
The Potter Center at Jackson College is raising the curtain on the 2025-2026 season.
Join us for country music superstar Aaron Tippin, the amazing award-winning vocalist Peebo Bryson, the legendary band Three Dog Night and their chart-topping hits, the best Tim McGraw tribute show going today. And enjoy as Simply Queen recreates the incredible Queen experience. Individual and season tickets on sale now. Go online or call the Potter Center ticket office today.
JTV and orthopedic rehab specialists bring you the ORS photo galleries, your front row seat to all the action in Jackson. Every week, JTV is out in the community, capturing stunning full HD images of local events, festivals, and high school sports. Don't miss a moment. Head to jtv.tv now to browse, relive the excitement, and purchase prints of your favorite highlights.
When it's cold, the last thing you want is your home's heater to quit on you. At 1 Hour Heating and Air Conditioning, our team of comfort specialists take the frustration out of the equation. From simple repairs to more complex fixes, we'll get you warm and comfortable quickly. Just call 855-1HOUR or visit onehourair.com. Don't forget, we're always on time, or you don't pay it time. Always on time, or you don't pay it time. Independently owned and operated, licensed in their respective state or county.
Serving the Jackson community since 2007, G-Force Automotive is your local Auto Value certified service center. G-Force Automotive is a full-service repair facility. Our experience enables us to ensure your vehicle is well maintained year-round in everything from brakes to engine repairs to transmissions and oil changes. We are committed to keeping you on the road. Hi, this is Matt Clausen, owner of G-Force Automotive. Come see us for your next service visit. G-Force Automotive, where we make friends, one car repair at a time.
Hard water can make your life at home miserable. No one wants to spend money on expensive products and chemicals to help deal with rusty appliances and discolored laundry. Tri-County Water has been helping local families and businesses solve their water problems for over 50 years. Call or visit us online at tricountywater.com today to schedule a free water analysis. We'll provide a solution tailored to your specific needs and your budget. Tri-County Water. Take control of your water today.
Welcome back to JTV Sports. The Titans and the Falcons getting ready to do battle, and this leads us right into a perfect segment. Now for the Bernstein Advantage Scouting Report. The Bernstein Advantage at the Sam Bernstein Law Firm means honest advice, strong work ethic, and a family fighting for you. Josh, you have the Scouting Report.
Yeah, first of all, Lumen Christi has to move the ball. This game is going to come down to Lumen Christi's ability to move the ball on offense. Divine Child, like we said, is only one of 2 teams left in the MHSA that has not given up a point this season. They've only given up 82 yards per game on defense, and their opponents average only 3 first downs per game. Lumen Christi must find a way to have successful drives that lead to points if they're going to have success in this game. Not only do they got to move the ball, they got to hold on to the ball. In addition, the Titans cannot afford to turn the ball over. Divine Child has caused their opponents to turn the ball over 6 times already this season. Ball security will be an important statistic to pay attention to throughout this game. And then finally, third down conversions. Third down is always an important down, but when you're playing a team that's only allowing less than 8% of successful third down conversions, it becomes critical. Divine Child has been spectacular on both sides of the ball on third down. As I said, their defense allows just 7%. But their offense has converted over 44% of their third down attempts. The Titans have to find a way to close that gap if they expect to win tonight.
That's the Bernstein Advantage Scouting Report. Let's go right into it. Our Mauer Sunshine Car Wash Spotlight Player of the Game. Josh, who do you got?
We're going to focus on Sean Wilicki tonight, the senior fullback and linebacker for Lumen Christi. We're going to start with big blocks and tough yards. The senior fullback is such a valuable part of the offensive backfield. He's a tremendous lead blocker, creating big plays in the running game, and is called upon to get tough yards in short yardage situations. Wilicki is averaging 3.4 yards per carry on the season. And then he is always around the football. On defense, if you want to find Sean Wilicki, just look for the football. The senior linebacker is a ball magnet and does a great job shredding blocks and using his athleticism to create plays sideline to sideline. And then finally, expect Wilicki to have impact on both sides of the ball. Wilicki makes an impact on both sides of the ball. He is a key contributor to the Titan offensive blocking, rushing, and receiving out of the backfield. On defense, he is the Titans' leading tackler. He's tied for first in sacks. The Titans will need Sean Wilicki to have a big game tonight, and that is why he is our Mauer Sunshine Car Wash Spotlight Player of the Game.
You can visit Mauer's at 3500 Ann Arbor Road. And finally, at Superior Industrial Sales and Service, we install home generators and provide 24/7 emergency service. SuperiorIndustrialSales.com. That's our weather report. It's going to be a beautiful night here in Jackson County, with Jackson Lumen Christi and Divine Child going at it.
It's going to be gorgeous. It's 75 degrees here at kick. It's going to drop down to about 65 degrees by the time we get to the end of this game. Very light wind throughout, so weather should not be an impact at all. But I can't imagine we're here in week 5 and we got this type of weather. It is a gorgeous night for high school football.
One could call it football weather here in Jackson County. We'll step aside, and when we come back, it's going to be time for football here on JTV Sports. Falcons and Titans, one team 4-0 going through a good stretch of defensive ball, the other facing one of the toughest teams out of the state of Illinois, and then building up and getting ready for conference play after one win already with Lumen Christi. Josh, final thoughts. We're getting ready to go. We already know that Lumen has deferred to the second half after winning the coin toss, but Divine Child now, they're going to be the ones that get a chance to really kind of set the tone.
Yeah, we're going to see their offense first. They average 43 points a game on offense. We talked about it. They've not given up any points on defense. The biggest difference, Lumen Christi giving up 22 points a game this season. That is much higher than we were used to seeing out of their defense, but they have played tremendous competition. Last time you saw them on JTV, that was a game against Grand Rapids Catholic Central. We had it here. It was a great game. They competed really well in that game, but they walk away with a loss. They have another tough team in front of them tonight. I know the competition we're going to get. I know the effort level we're going to get from Lumen Christi. The question is, will the result at the end of the night be different, and will they walk away with a win and a second Catholic League win as they are going through this Catholic League schedule right now?
Trying to get ready for that Prep Bowl in the last week down at Ford Field for what has been a couple of consecutive years now at this point, on their route to a few state championships at the Division VI level, and now it's game time. JTV Sports, the place to be for Lumen Christi and Divine Child. It's the Catholic High School League AA Division, and it is week number 5 of the MHSAA high school football season.
Rayshawn Thomas, Marcelo Vitti back deep for Divine Child.
They wait for the opening kickoff.
Anthony Wetzel kicking it off for the Titans.
And we are underway here at Jackson Lumen Christi. Opening take back, bouncing it outside, finding a hole, finding a gap is Marcelo Vitti, and he is going to be pushed out of bounds on the plus side of the 50 at about the 42-yard line.
Yeah, not to start
Jimmy's Towing is the first quarter sponsor. Reliable, fast, and fair. 517-750-4200 here. Jimmy's Towing, our first quarter sponsor.
Not the start that the Titans wanted in this ball game. Great return there by Vitti. We're going to talk about them a lot. You're going to get used to that name. There's multiple Vittis on this team. We're going to talk about them a lot because they're all playmakers. They're all great athletes on both sides of the ball for this Falcon team.
Drew Sheridan is the quarterback. The lefty gets the first pass, and it's a dump off and stepped out of bounds. immediately going to Rashawn Thomas. It's time for our Prime Cuts Beef Brigade. Here is your offensive lineman for Divine Child.
We're going to start with the left tackle, Jack Bobbin. He's a junior. We're going to move over to the center, Ethan Schultz, the senior. Teddy Sorelli, the senior, is at right guard. The right tackle is Jacob Taylor. He is a junior. And we talked to Coach Chris Laney before the game. His anchor is only a sophomore. Nico Schwartz, a 2-year starter for this Falcon offensive line.
Prime Cuts Big City Selection with a small town charm. Stop by and see Joey.
Great job by Antoine Baker to get the tackle for loss in the backfield. Excellent work there by big number 58. The anchor of both the offensive and defensive lines for the Titans made a big play there on second down. They got a third down and medium here. Great play there on second down for the Titans.
The biggest area that we're going to see today is the linemen on both sides of the ball. There's a lot of beef up front for both of these teams, and they're ready to do battle. That was one of the things both coaches focused on going into this game. Bunch at the bottom of your screen for Sheridan, and then a couple way up top. Empty backfield for the young sophomore. He heaves one deep, looking for the open man, and just out of the outstretched arms of Marcelo Vitti, and it is going to be fourth down for Divine Child. A good hold by the Titan defense.
Your quarterback is Drew Sheridan. Great player. Started last year as a freshman. He is only a sophomore, obviously. 6 foot, 160 pounds. Real nice player. You saw his arm there, just unable to connect, and we'll see this Divine Child punt team on the field here on this first drive. Great start for the Titan defense.
They are going to keep all 11 up. Nobody back to return for Lumen. First punt of the game is going to be sent away, pinning Lumen Christi. Maybe, no, it will be touched in the end zone for a touchback. Lumen Christi will get it at the set, and we will see the Lumen Christi offense for the first time today.
3 of them there and unable to get that ball. That was a pretty darn good punt, and fortunately for the Titans, that'll come back out to the 20-yard line. Your Lumen Christi Titan team comes in averaging 31 points per game on offense. Against, again, a Divine Child team who has not given up a point all season long.
So that's the challenge for this Lumen Christi team. Can they find the spots, the weak spots in this Divine Child defense? They'll start under center with Benny Gaston. Quick handoff for maybe a yard.
Paul Sattler on the carry. Good start there.
And we'll look at the Beef Brigade for the Lumen Christi offense.
We're going to start with the only returning starter from last year, Antoine Baker, who just made a big-time play on the defensive side. He's a senior at left tackle. Left guard, Colin Fuller, in his first start here for the Titans tonight. He is a junior. The center, Luke Knoll, a senior. Right guard, Keegan Grandy, a senior. And then the junior at right tackle, Luke Anderson.
That's the Beef Brigade. Thank you to Prime Cuts on Horton Road in Jackson. They'll go into the gun for the first time today. A couple of motions with Isaac Mackey and some more. There's the give to the big Sattler, and he'll get a couple more for Lumen Christi. The Divine Child defense in the early going, holding up, not giving up too many yards.
A real focus for Coach Chris Laney for Divine Child. Told us before the game that stopping Lumen Christi's running game would be their focus. We know Coach Brogand and the entire staff out here want to come out and run the ball, establish the line of scrimmage, and control the ball, control the clock. Now third down likely in a situation where pass should be expected, puts Divine Child at advantage because they have a great defensive backfield. 3 VDs and a DeSalvo.
Benny Gaston will have a delayed handoff for Sattler. He's going to find a hole, bounce it to the outside. One man to beat it, and it's going to be the one that saves the play. Antonio Salas-Vidi, one of the cousins of the Vidis, is going to get the tackle just right at midfield, about the 48-yard line on the Lumen Christi side. And that was a nice, tricky play.
That's that Statue of Liberty play. You're going to see it probably 3 times in this ball game, typically, if I know my Lumen Christi scouting report, but he always seems to call it at a great time. Offensive coordinator for Lumen Christi, Sean Brogan, in his 15th season, does a great job with play calls, and he gets one there, too, as they get out close to midfield. They get another Minuteman Sewer and Drain first down for the Titans.
Helps when you've been a coach for 15 years, but then you also played for your father as the head coach and knew the system, right? End around for Lumen Christi. The Titans find a hole, get through the middle and bounce it again to the outside, and then at the 30, knocked out. Another big run for Johnny Walters, the junior.
That's Walters, the fastest player on this Lumen Christi team, does a great job on the jet sweep there. He had blockers in front of the Lumen Christi offensive line, and the receivers did a great job creating some space. And when you get Walters space like that, he's going to hit the lane. He's got great speed, and you saw it there as he gets down inside the Divine Child 30-yard line. Nice play call again by offensive coordinator Sean Brogan.
He was hurt last year, and like this year, the big mindset for Walters was he wanted to make an impact on this team, and certainly in the early going against Divine Child has. Another I formation under center, handoff to Sattler, and they'll get taken down. It's been tough to run between the tackles and just in the couple first plays that we've seen, but that's typical against the Divine Child defense.
Yeah, they've been prepared for it. They've been working on it. That's exactly what they've been trying to do, is make sure that they can control the defensive front and let their linebackers work.
Everyone on that defensive line for Divine Child right around the 200-pound mark. That's a lot of meat to move around.
Yeah, no doubt.
Gaston will come under center. He's going to send Walicki out to that tight end spot. Delay handoff to Sattler. He will find a hole through the left tackle and be taken down for about a 2-yard gain, maybe 3, and it will bring up another third down for Lumen Christi.
Real nice tackle there by Marcelo Viti, the Iowa commit. We'll talk about him, but he's a defensive back going to the University of Iowa. Great player for this Divine Child team. Tonight's game brought to you by Barker Weber Insurance and President Dan Weaver. Visit them online at barkerweberinsurance.com.
So another third down for Lumen Christi on this drive. Clock continues to wind. We're approaching halfway through the first quarter. First offensive look for Lumen Christi. Divine Child went 3 and out to start the game. Pitch play. Divine Child trying to get the tackle, and there's another takedown, but it's just enough for the first down, and that's going to be Aiden Gatewood.
Really excited to see this kid continue to develop. He's only a freshman, and when you have a freshman with that type of athleticism, it catches the eye of opposing coaches. We talked to Chris Laney before the game, and he talked about how exciting this kid was to watch and what a challenge it was to defend him. Interesting to see. He'll get more and more carries, I think, as the season goes along. We continue to see him continue to be a larger part of this Titan offense.
Per Brogan, it's not very often when you talk to a coach that they go out of their way to bring up a freshman. Coach Brogan made sure to bring up Gatewood in our conversation this week. There's the handoff to kept actually, no handoff. This is Gatson finding a way inside the 10-yard line. There's that trickery again on the little action look.
It was trickery, Benny Gaston, by the play call, but Benny Gaston with some athleticism there in the backfield. That's what was impressive. Look at this right here. We're going to miss it on our camera, but he put his right foot in the ground. Defensive end was right there to make a play, and he left the defensive end standing there, and he continued down the field to get another Minuteman Sewer and Drain first down. It'll be a 1st and goal for the Titans here on the opening drive.
Trying to be the first ones to score on Divine Child this year. There's only been really one opportunity that an opposing team has had to score. Divine Child held strong in that chance. But now their biggest test so far this year. Handoff to Sattler. He'll get driven down at the 5-yard line for a 3-yard gain. And we'll have 2nd and goal for Lumen Christi.
Marcelo Viti comes up, makes that tackle inside the 5. Viti.
Second down goal from the 5. 4-yard line.
Good opening drive here for the Titans. Got to be excited about it, but they got to finish the deal. They got to get points here, not just to break the Dearborn Divine Child streak, but to give themselves some momentum going into this ball game.
Who wants it more?
Number 1, back on the field. Wes Learn back on the field for the Titans. That's great to see.
Sattler driving. He's going to get taken down right at the half-yard mark of the goal line, and we're going to see a 3rd down here for Lumen Christi with just a little bit to go before breaking the plane. Now time for our IEP Urgent Care Trivia question. IEP Urgent Care, no appointment needed. Now with 2 locations in Jackson, 729 East Michigan Ave and 1602 West Michigan Ave. Our question, in what year did Divine Child last win a state championship in football? We'll have that answer and more in the 2nd quarter, but there is your IEP Trivia question. We're looking at Divine Child this week. 3rd and 1. and it's going to be capped by Gatson. He's going to score on the QB sneak, and that is the first team to score against Divine Child this year.
An 80-yard drive capped off by the Benny Gaston touchdown run off F1 yard. That's his 4th touchdown of the season, 1st touchdown of the night for the Titans, and the 1st touchdown against this Divine Child defense. Great opening drive for the Lumen Christi Titans.
It's always been Gatson leading this team. He wants to be a leader, and now he has that opportunity in his junior year after really developing over the offseason for Lumen Christi and really settling in through the first 4 games of the season. Extra point is going to be kicked up and good. It is 7-0 Titans here with 4:31 left to go in the first quarter of play.
Great, you can't ask for much better. Great defensive stop. Excellent work defensively for the Titans to get the ball back after the Dearborn Divine Child Falcons punted it away. They get it on their 20. They go 80 yards. Real successful opening drive. You got to be really impressed with that if you're a Titan fan or Titan player. Let's go down and see our friend Maxwell Fritz.
Hi, Matt. Great to hear your voice up here, opposed to us calling a hockey game, which I know you're going to talk about later. This is a great game, great atmosphere down here, and honestly, this is a good start for both teams. You might think, how is this a good start for Divine Child? Well, when I talked to Coach Chris Laney before the game, he wanted a challenge. His boys have not had any points scored against them this entire season. He wants to see how they respond. This is actually good for Divine Child, as good as it is for Lumen Christi. I'm predicting a high-scoring game here, guys. Both these offenses are electric. Back to you, and let's see how this one plays out.
Thanks, Maxwell. It should be a lot of fun the rest of the way. And after the first touchdown scored on Divine Child, Lumen Christi will give it back to them for the return. A little bit different on the return man here for Lumen Christi, and their kickoff unit will get there in time and not much on the return. 25-yard line is where Divine Child will start for their second drive of the game.
As Amir Damprey bringing the ball back for the Falcons, and a great tackle there by Broden Burgess, starting linebacker for this Lumen Christi defense, and makes a great tackle there in special teams.
So now we'll see the second look for Drew Sheridan and company as Divine Child now trailing for the first time all year. Handoff up the middle. No gain for Divine Child. Let's take a look at our coach's corner for this game, and it's a great one when we look at our two coaches.
We're going to start with Herb Brogan in his 46th season, got a 423-98 career record, 12 state championships. They have won 3 straight state championships under his leadership. On the other side of the field for Dearborn Divine Child, Chris Laney in his 4th season, 26-12 career record. He's got 1 district championship. He's been at Divine Child since 2012. Previous to that, he coached at Berkeley and Novi.
He's been on the coaching circle since 2003. And there's a nice run from Sheridan after the pocket collapsed on him. He's able to get enough for the first down and move the sticks for another Minuteman Sewer and Drain first down for Dearborn Divine Child.
Got to thank Midstar Home Builders for the support of the Coach's Corner. Appreciate the Keller family, owners of Midstar Home Builders, featuring modular home designs for your needs. There's no place like home.
So after the first down, Divine Child will look to bounce back. And Lumen Christi, after that last defensive stand on the plus side, Sheridan option gives it away. Vidi's going to head around the corner and then get taken down. Another big gain for Dearborn Divine Child.
Really nice play there by Divine Child. Cash Cooper, the sophomore for Lumen Christi, just went right after the quarterback, put Sheridan on his back, but there was nobody there to take care of Vidi, and Vidi was able to pick up good yards, get a Minuteman Sewer and Drain first down, and get into Lumen Christi territory on that really nice read option run.
You can see Divine Child will slow the pace down. They will play quick. But after some big plays like that, you let your key playmakers get a breath, and they'll send Vidi out to the slot area with a bunch up top and bring him in motion. Sheridan calls for it, end around to Vidi. He's going to cut it back inside. Here comes our first flag of the game.
Excellent work there. Paul Sattler, defensive end. That is how you set the edge. Excellent work there, setting the edge, not letting Divine Child get onto the outside, pushes him back inside. Sattler actually makes the tackle, but gets a lot of help from his linebackers there. Excellent work. That's how you play defensive end.
Industrial Steel Treating, bringing the heat and proud to support Jackson area athletics.
That penalty is going to go against the Divine Child Falcons, and that'll push them back into their own territory.
So it'll be first and a ways for Divine Child. A couple of big plays this drive. Sheridan had a long run. Vidi had a long run. Looking for something is the lefty on the curl route. Grabbed by Antonio Salas. Vidi puts on another move and a shimmy. Bounces it back towards the numbers and gets taken down right at the 25 on the plus side for Divine Child.
Solaras Vidi with a great catch. That was a great pass by Sheridan, and he put his leg in the ground, threw that ball just as Vidi was coming out of his break. Really nice route, nice execution, but then his work yards after the catch that he was able to do to be able to make the Titans miss and get down inside at the 25-yard line. Really nice play there by the EMU commit. My alma mater, he's going to go to Eastern Michigan and be an Eagle. That'll be a nice welcomed addition to their offense next season.
One of two Division I commits. Sheridan will call for it. It turns into a bubble screen to the left side, the short side of the field in this instance, and it will be
another Vidi. This is Giancarlo Vidi who makes the catch there. Gets down close to the first down, but it will be second down and short. Nice play there again on first down for the Falcons. I'd like to take time to thank Vermeulen's Home Furnishings, locally owned and serving Jackson for 3 generations. Go to VermeulenFurniture.com. Again, VermeulenFurniture.com.
Giancarlo, the younger brother of Marcelo, he'll be looking to follow maybe in the Division I footsteps, maybe not directly to Iowa, but in his junior year. Another look, pressure coming from the Titans, and then dumped off to Vidi. Vidi has room towards the sideline, and there's a big open field tackle from Lumen Christi to prevent the score.
That was Wes Learned who made that tackle. Or, I'm sorry, that was not Wes Learned. My apologies. That was number 4, Jack Fitzpatrick, who came up and made that tackle. Great open field tackle and saved a touchdown there. Cash Cooper had the quarterback by the legs, but he was able to get rid of it. That was great, but something we got to watch as we go through this game. That was a little horn route. Wide receiver ran the out and then went up. The defensive back bit on that. That play's open. But because of the pressure from the Titan defense, the quarterback not able to get rid of that ball. But that play was there, and I expect to see that later on in this game.
Keeper for Sheridan goes nowhere.
Real nice tackle there by Sean Walicki, our Mauer Sunshine Car Wash Spotlight player of the game.
Divine Child will slow it down after having some motion in the early going as we approach 40 seconds left in the first quarter. Motion for Divine Child. Sprint out, and it's going to fall short of the intended target.
Being incomplete. That'll be a 3rd down and 10 now as they set this ball back down to 13. Chance for us to thank State Farm, not a faceless call center and not a soulless AI bot. State Farm's Joe Muni agency will talk with you or visit with you live. He is physically here in Jackson County where you can see him in person to work directly with him. He'll provide you a service you can count on. JoeMuni.com. Again, that is Joe, MUNIE.com.
So a 3rd and 10. Divine Child looking to even things up before the first quarter comes to a close. Back, Sheridan from his back foot, throw over, Moss!
Great defense.
Of bounds.
Excellent work there. Number 2, Marion Clay, doing a great job using the sideline and the out of bounds as another defender gets Vidi up in the air, but he sends him out of bounds before he can get his foot down. Excellent work. Now it's going to be 4th down. They'll put the ball down at the 12-yard line. We will see a field goal attempt here.
Lucas Rowland, and this is something that Coach Laney has felt confident with all year long. He's a soccer player turned football, only a kicker. All he does for this team is kick. 3 points for Divine Child, and it will be good.
29-yard attempt there. They will complete the field goal. Excellent work there by Divine Child to get some points on the board.
7-3 our score. Dearborn Divine Child gets something off of their second drive, but for the Lumen Christi, the defense bends but doesn't break. Center for Family Health. The Center for Family Health has been serving Jackson for 34 years. Their new pharmacy is now open. Visit centerforfamilyhealth.org. And so we'll see the first kickoff from Divine Child, and this will give us a chance to see the Lumen Christi returners try and make an impact in the early going. We have the freshman back in Gatewood, but instead it will be fielded by Burgess, and he is going to get stood up at the 26, maybe call it the 27, and that is where Lumen Christi will take over with 15 seconds left to go in the first quarter of play. So a 7-3 ball game, Lumen Christi on top, as we have about, probably this will be our last play of the first quarter. Benny Gaston has the lone touchdown. It was a rushing touchdown after an 80-yard drive. And it will be his second time taking the field. He'll look to throw. Has one open in the middle. It's Wes Learn, and he will be taken down after a gain of 5 in the catch. And Lumen Christi is going to let this clock run out. That will bring us to the end of the first quarter. Our score, 7-3 in favor of Lumen Christi. Don't go anywhere. Second quarter action coming up next on JTV Sports.
You have a sewer or drain issue. Make the call to Minuteman Sewer and Drain. Sure, we all want to be the guy that can get under the sink and get the job done. Trust us, we know it's not for everyone. Call the experts at Minuteman Sewer and Drain for 24/7, 365 same-day emergency service. Let us be the ones to get under the sink. Let Minuteman Sewer and Drain take care of the clogs or debris and get you flowing back to normal. When you don't have time to waste, call Minuteman Sewer and Drain, 783-9952, or online at MinutemanSewer.com. Minuteman Sewer and Drain. We open drains others can't.
Spring is right around the corner, and Performance Automotive is the one-stop shop for all of your equipment needs. Get ahead of the weather and let us get your mower and lawn equipment ready for the season. Call us to schedule an appointment and we'll get your equipment back in shape in no time. Or if you're in the market for something new, our experts can help you find the perfect John Deere, Steel, or Honda for your yard. Visit Performance Automotive on Airport Road today.
Committed to reliable, affordable, sustainable energy. ConsumersEnergy.com, our second quarter sponsor here on JTV Sports. They get right back into it. Handoff is going to go nowhere up the middle for Lumen Christi, who has the ball and the lead here. And it will be a third down and medium for the Titans.
Gatewood on the carry there for the Titans. Really the entire playbook open for Lumen Christi here. I'd expect to see potentially a play action pass here.
We've seen them set that up a couple of times with delayed handoffs. Now a chance to pull it. And they will line up in that power set. 2 down fullbacks, 1 motions out. Gaston will have the play action, and a little bit of confusion before he gets taken down. That's a third down stop, and a late flag comes in.
Real late flag.
Wonder if there was an extra dive on the quarterback and they're going to protect him. Gaston went down on a knee, and then an extra It was questionable on where, if his knee was down, so maybe that's what the Divine Child player saw. Either way, it's a personal foul on Divine Child, and it will lead to a first down after a play that really wasn't going anywhere.
That's killer. That's killer for the Divine Child team. That's an unforced error play you don't want to make there. And they were going to have fourth down. Great opportunity for them to get the ball back, and now they're going to give them 15 free yards. A Minuteman Sewer and Drain first down and better field position.
That for Dan Reagan, who is the defensive coordinator, he was a player at Adrian College and then later coached at Findlay and at Adrian.
You're an Adrian College guy,
I
right?
am. That's part of the reason I bring it up. But he was talking about it, and you can't have unforced errors in a game like this. You have to play almost perfect football. There's the quick gun out and then a grab up and wrap and takedown for Lumen Christi after getting about 5 or 4 yards on first down after the penalty.
That's a shuttle pass from Gaston on the jet sweep there by number 23, Broden Burgess for the Titans. Really doesn't go very far. Gets about 4 yards on that play, but the Falcon defense right there to make the play. So, Matt, I tell you, I'm a Siena Heights guy, so I'm not sure if we can do this. This is kind of a rivalry section here. Yeah.
Well, hopefully we can make it through.
Hey, my college still exists today. It may not in a year, but it exists today, so I can argue.
Here's another end around for Lumen Christi, bouncing it to the outside and running out of bounds is Johnny Walters. That's the second end around we've seen from him, and he gets another first down on the end around.
Walters showing us his speed again, and great. The deception of this Titan defense continues to move the ball, move the chains, and another Minuteman Sewer and Drain first down for Lumen Christi as they get into Divine Child territory.
Before I let this die, I will say Siena Heights having a good year so far for football. So are the Bulldogs. So a lot of proud Adrian alum around in Siena Heights as well in their last season.
They're playing for the university now.
That's right.
There's nothing else to play for.
First down for the Titans on the plus side of the 50. There's a sprint out pass behind Walters. He comes back for it, makes another play. That's a nice catch from Walters, the junior for Lumen Christi. Let's get back to our trivia question from IEP Urgent Care. IEP, a higher standard of urgent care from ER-trained providers. Our question was, in what year did Divine Child last win a state championship in football? You got a guess?
I don't have a guess. I got an answer for you, partner.
You know it.
They have won 2 state championships in the program history. The first came in 1975 against Saginaw MacArthur. The last came in 1985 against Wyoming Park.
That is the correct answer. They were Class B at the time. There's a quick bolt out and first down for Lumen Christi.
I got to tell you, I should never be surprised, but I am a little surprised at the ability for Lumen Christi to move the football. I mean, we talked about it in the open. That, to me, was the key to this game, if Lumen Christi could move the ball. And if they're having this much success early on, typically you'll see Lumen Christi just start to weigh on teams and really just later in the game just really have consistency. But when they have the ability to do this early on and move the ball with the consistency that they have, really impressive start. You can just tell it's a great game plan by Coach Brogan and his staff, and the team right now really executing.
Taking advantage of that 4-2 front. Screen out to Gatewood.
What a play. Great defensive play there by number 23, Connor Insland. The linebacker, 6'1", 180-pound junior for Divine Child. He just shredded a block and goes up, makes a tackle right back to the original line of scrimmage. Really nice play there.
He's typically the one, Connor is, that has to go out and cover the fast guys. Those mismatch with the linebackers on a receiver. But Connor's able to make adjustments really well. Somebody that the coaching staff is high on in his junior year. So that will bring Gaston up to the line for a 2nd and 10. He'll send Learn in motion. Fakes the handoff. Another end around for Gatewood this time. He has room to get at least 5 and make it 3rd and manageable for Lumen Christi.
Tackle by Andre Davis Jr., the linebacker there for Divine Child. Great opportunity for us to thank Barker Weber Insurance. Tonight's game brought to you by Barker Weber Insurance and President Dan Weaver. You can visit them online at barkerweberinsurance.com.
So another big third down, and it feels like in a game like this where things are constantly moving and limited possessions might be part of it, every third down is big, but it even feels more so when it's 7-3 in the second quarter. Power formation for Lumen Christi. Gaston makes an adjustment at the line, one of the things he's really strong at with this team, and there comes the timeout from Lumen Christi with 7:06 remaining.
That'll be Lumen Christi's first timeout of the first half.
You can murder your thirst with Liquid Death. You can look for the new flavored, soda-flavored sparkling water. I mean, we have, what is it called?
Dead Millionaire.
Dead Millionaire. It's a tea, lemonade, agave, and vitamins for Liquid Death. And it's not open, but we've had it before, and I would say it's pretty good stuff.
I'm going to save it for the second half.
That's what I think. You got to get like an energy boost a little bit.
I got a feeling our partner Max is going to want to have some, and I'll wait to have some with him.
Yeah, we got something coming special with Max a little bit later on with Liquid Death and everything, but so thankful for Liquid Death. Murder your thirst with Liquid Death. After the timeout, 3rd and 5, and with Lumen Christi taking one of their timeouts, that tells you how important they feel this swing of the game is to go up 14-3 potentially if you can finish out this drive. But the big third down here, 3rd and about 4.
Yeah, it's a huge play. Huge play for the offense. You got to think about that third down stop that Divine Child got earlier on in this.
Quick toss out to Learn. He has just enough for the first down by a couple of yards, and that was a quick burst out by Learn, and then Gaston found him.
Great pass by Gaston, great catch by Learn, and what a special moment this is for West Learn to be back on the field here tonight. Number one, the last time we were here against Grand Rapids Catholic Central, that young man got taken off on a cart. We thought could have been a much more serious injury. He missed last week, but he's back this week, making a big play, getting a Minuteman sewer and drain first down right there for the Titans. Huge play on third down.
Tells you how much this team already loves to play football, but for somebody like Learn to make his way back and have an impact, even more so. Love for this game that Lumen Christi has. He goes in motion after getting the big first down. There's the fullback dive, and it will be...
That's Brennan Brogan on that play, getting the dive there.
Rare spot for him, but we've seen him getting used a little bit more here in the second quarter.
He got some time at quarterback last week, and gets a chance at fullback there, taking the dive.
That was the big win last week against U of D Jesuit, 41-6. Second down for the Titans. Mind you, they started way back in their own territory at the start of the second quarter. They had one play to finish out the first, and they've held it since. We're halfway through. There's another big run to the outside. That one again by Johnny Walters. The Michigan Department of Corrections are bringing you tonight's game. At MDOC, we have good jobs for good people. Right now, we have immediate openings for corrections officer, healthcare and mental health professionals, food service workers, and more, all right here in Jackson. Come join us and make a difference. Visit michigan.gov/MDOC jobs to learn more. That's the Michigan Department of Corrections, proud sponsor of JTV Sports.
Walters has really had a lot of success in this first half of this ball game. They brought him really just using deception, bringing him on an end around a number of times, and that reverse has worked early on in this first half. Certainly something that Coach Laney and the Divine Child defense will be talking about, trying to stop as they go throughout this game.
Another handoff, this time to Sattler. It doesn't go anywhere for the most part, maybe a couple of yards, and we have a fourth down here and a decision for Lumen Christi.
There's no decision here. You're going to see a fourth down attempt by this offense trying to get the first down. This is absolutely four down territory for Lumen Christi.
They need 4 yards. They've been able to have success on the outside with some quick throws, but also you mentioned those end arounds with Walters and Gatewood, and there's some confusion here for Lumen Christi with the play clock.
Going to let this clock roll down a little bit. I think he's going to wait till it hits 1 second, and he's going to take himself a timeout.
So they'll use their second timeout on this drive alone, and it will take us down to 5 minutes left in the first half. It's hot tub season, and you can find the best models and selection at locally owned Great Soak Hot Tubs, located at 827 Horton Road in Jackson. Great Soak hot tubs. You know, we don't have Pat O'Dowd with us tonight, but I know he loves some Great Soak hot tub.
Oh, I love a hot tub. I tell you what, I want to get is a Great Soak hot tub up here on top of the booth so that we can call this game from a Great Soak.
Maxwell Fritz, you got something on Great Soak hot tubs, I hope?
Well, hey, I would love to jump in a Great Soak hot tub right now. It's a beautiful night for this. Week 4 here. This is awesome. But I got to say, guys, I talked before the game, Coach Chris Laney of Divine Child. He said he respects Coach Herb Brogan so much in his run game. He said if they're going to win, they need to stop the run game of the Titans. Coach Brogan has given a lot to think about with all the different looks. We're going to see if they continue to pound the ground here for the Titans. Back to you for this crucial 4th down, guys.
The funny thing for Chris Laney was he was actually the 300th win for Coach Brogan on the other side as a head coach. 4th down play, Gadsden, play action. Here comes the pressure, and they throw it to the sideline, but can't get back to it with Sattler, and that's going to be a turnover on downs. Divine Child with a huge stop.
Great penetration there by 21, Joe Muscat, 2-year starter at linebacker for this Falcon defense. 5'10", 180-pound junior, makes a play there just to get into Benny Gaston's face. Really nowhere to go for the Titan offense. Ball turns over to the Falcons after they did it twice in that drive, but a penalty much earlier on in the drive on a 3rd down gave the Titans a 1st down.
I just noticed this on our great job by Austin and Noah in the truck, but the Divine Child band has made the trip from Dearborn. So good job to them. 1st down for Divine Child. Bounced out by Viti. He's going to bring it back to the outside after going inside. Late flag comes in. Going to be a block in the back more than likely here. And it will bring Jackson back.
I guess I got to ask this question because they don't appear to be in uniforms. Is that truly Divine Child Band, or is that just some kids who grabbed an instrument and said, hey, let's it's kind of like their theme?
You know, it might be. I went based off, you know how the tuba gets the big cover for the band? I saw that, so that's what we're looking at. Here's the penalty on the Divine Child, so it's going to back them up behind the sticks for another 1st down.
Yeah, Marcel.
There's Noah Bayers. If you want to get him for free, bring the tuba. Hey, we've talked about this earlier. You're just walking with confidence, and you're usually pretty good.
I think a clarinet would be a lot easier and still get the job done.
So after the penalty, it's going to be 1st and about 14, the 10-yard penalty. And they'll have to rush a little bit here with the play clock down at 10. Lumen Christi, one of the few fields that have the active numbers so everybody knows what the call is. They get it off in time. They'll dump it off to the brother of Viti, and that's going to be
a nice tackle there by Nolan Huff, the defensive back, who just made a great stop in the open field. It's going to be close to a 1st down, but it will not be. They're going to be short just by about a couple yards.
They got all the penalty yards back and then some with Giancarlo. They've been using him a little bit for that dump and release. Now Divine Child's going to be, kind of has the, you know, normally they always have the whole playbook at their fingertips, but in a 2nd and short, you really can go anywhere with this.
Might be an opportunity to take a chance.
Let's see what they want to go here. Drew Sheridan, the lefty, has plenty of arm. He will look, straight drop back. He chunks it long and just through the hands of Rayshawn Thomas.
And that was Johnny Walters on the coverage. That's not the side you necessarily want to go to. Walters, the fastest guy on the field. He can stay with any of the receivers for Divine Child. Excellent job there by Rayshawn Thomas to get up in the air, but defenders right there for the Titans.
Rayshawn, a sophomore for Divine Child. Johnny Walters, of course, is a junior, so a little bit more experience there going up for that contested ball.
Thomas, 5'10", 170. But then you can just look at Antonio Solares, Viti, 6'3", going to EMU, got great size. So really impressive size. Look for them to go to number 1 and try to highball that football.
They got enough just for the 1st down. The Insurance Circle agency, proudly located in both Jackson and Battle Creek, is your one-stop for everything insurance. With over 50 years of insurance experience, the Insurance Circle has access to multiple insurance solutions for your business, home, auto, and more. If you are looking for a custom approach to your insurance needs, call Dave Rice at 517-888-5888. 5027. Or get the conversation started at myinsurancecircle.com, the Insurance Circle agency, where we'll know your name. So after the chains move just barely, 1st and 10, clock winds, 3:30 left to go in the first half. There's an open look for Divine Child, and there's another big pass play from Sheridan to Solaris Viti.
Yeah, that's the player we talked about. He's going to Eastern Michigan, 6'1" frame, 6'3" frame, 185 pounds, really talented player, got good speed, good athleticism, and a nice body to throw that ball to.
Makes it easy when you're a big target, right? For Drew Sheridan, the young sophomore, calling the shots. Another first down for Divine Child. He'll look to throw again. Pump fakes, and then he's going to find an opening. He whips it into the middle of the field, and it will be caught.
That ball's out. That ball's out.
Fumbled.
Out of bounds.
Out of bounds. They will give him the catch.
I think they're going to talk about it first. I believe that was a catch and a fumble.
Dampy was the one who caught it.
They will. Yeah, I think that's a good call by the officials. But I'll tell you what, really impressive throw there on the run by Drew Sheridan. We've talked about him a little bit through this game, a really talented player. But that was a fantastic throw on the run, avoiding the pressure from Lumen Christi and really taking the time and having the patience to find an open receiver coming across the field.
It was a really, really strong play. And it gives Lumen Christi has to go back on their heels now after a couple of big throws from Sheridan and Divine Child. Matt Moore with that spread RPO look for Divine Child, the offensive coordinator, an Albion graduate. There's a quick screen out to the left side, and then a big stiff arm to get a couple extra yards for Giancarlo Viti. That's how they've been using him out in that flat area.
5'10", 165, just a real nice weapon for this Divine Child offense.
Another look at it on our JTV Sports replay. Sheridan just makes a nice, that's a telltale sign of a quarterback, when you can make the correct throw on that play and make it look effortless. Sheridan's going to call a timeout.
That'll be Divine Child's first here of the first half. They have 2 remaining. Lumen Christi has 1 timeout. Been a pretty clean game there. Very few penalties, no turnovers so far in this ball game. Nice first half played by both teams.
7-3 our score, just under 2 minutes. Basically turns into a 2-minute warning for us here on JTV Sports. And a beautiful night for football here in Jackson County, all over the place. A lot of good games going on. We got all of our staff everywhere around, but the big one tonight is right here. There's nowhere else I think we'd rather be than Jackson Lumen Christi against Divine Child.
It's a great game. 2 teams that expect to make runs in their respective playoff divisions. Divine Child in Division 4, Lumen Christi Division 6.
Mentioned this is one of the first times we've seen Divine Child really get challenged. They went 4 games, Detroit, Mumford, Lake Fenton, Ypsilanti Community, and then Detroit Country Day, all shutouts, all running clock finishes. And now a big drive trying to take the lead over Lumen Christi. There's a delayed handoff to the outside.
Really nice play design, little counter trap coming back the opposite way. Great effort, great run there by number 10, Andre Davis Jr. And he'll make this a 3rd and about 2.
You know, lost in the shuffle, that was a wildcat call. Viti was the quarterback and took the direct snap. So now 90 seconds in running. Third down, another key point in this game. Who wants it more? The physicality was something both coaches brought up. Sheridan back at the timeline. They're going to have to use another timeout. That's the second time Sheridan has had to look back at his sideline and then forced to call his own timeout.
That's all right. When you get down here inside the red zone, it's really important that you get the call right. You don't waste any plays here. And on a key 3rd down, as they're looking to either score or move the chains, really important play here. So you take the timeout and make sure you're aligned.
It's going to be a 3rd and 2. We saw earlier back at about the 30-yard line, Divine Child was able to do just enough to get a new set of downs. That's all you need here. It will take you down to about the 8-yard line. And then you got first and goal. You got 4 plays to score before the half. The only thing that you're really working against might be the clock. 1:08 left to go in this first half of play. A 7-3 ball game. I know Max told us earlier that he was going to feel like this was going to be a high-scoring affair. Hasn't lived up to that quite yet here in this first half of play. Low scoring, and Sheridan comes back out after the timeout, has everything set. He motions Giancarlo, and he will hand it off to Vidi. Vidi is going to dive forward. Does he have enough for it?
I don't think so.
No.
He's going to be short.
It's going to be 4th and a long one for Divine Child. They have 1 timeout remaining, and we'll see. It looks like they're going to send out. Sheridan has gone to the sideline, and they're going to go Wildcat here again with Vidi at the quarterback position for this 4th and long one. Vidi takes the direct snap, bounces it to the outside. Does he have enough for it? Yes, he does. It will be first and goal with 30 seconds left to go in the first half of play.
Excellent tackle in the open field by Johnny Walters, but not enough to stop the Minuteman Sewer and Drain first down. You now got a first and goal for Divine Child inside the Lumen Christi 10.
Vidi wanted to go up the middle, then instead saw the opening, bounced it outside, and got enough for the first down. And that is going to be another timeout from Divine Child. They will use all 3 in about a span of 4 plays because they need the score. You need points off the board here if you're Divine Child.
But now, with only 24 seconds left, you got to be very careful if you're tackled in the field of play. It really limits your playbook and what you're able to call here by not having that timeout in your pocket.
Lumen Christi does have 1 if they decide to use it at any point in this goal situation with their backs at the end zone line. Divine Child needs 7 yards to take a lead. And then, you know, we talked about it earlier, the kicking game. Now that field goal make an impact a little bit more here. As opposed to this game being tied, it will be a lead for the Falcons.
Anytime you have a kicker, it's always great to have a weapon like that that can get you points when you can't get it in the end zone.
Might have an impact here at some point. We'll see. But to start off this in-goal situation, first in goal, it will be Sheridan in the empty backfield. He'll motion Vidi, fakes the end around, looking for the opening, got him on the first play. It's a touchdown for Divine Child, and they take the lead.
Pass was to Gianni Giannik. That's it's his 2nd receiving touchdown of the year. Nice drive there for the Falcons to get the ball into the end zone before the end of the first half. They take a 9-7 lead, chance to make it 10-7 here to take a lead into halftime.
He kind of just flooded out into the middle of the field, and nobody was there for Lumen Christi. And so now the extra point attempt to make it a 3-point game. Divine Child will get it. Like you said, benefit of having a kicker. And so it is 10-7 with 24 seconds left in the first half of play. Here's another look at it. Sheridan used Vidi as the decoy, and then the middle of the field was open for Gigannik. That's the touchdown that you need. They do it on first and goal.
Gatewood and Burgess beat for the Titans.
So they'll set up to kick here, 24 seconds left. We'll see. Lumen Christi does have a timeout in their pocket. See how they want to play the rest of this half, if they want to take a shot or if they're going to take us in to halftime. Divine Child will kick it straight back. It will be gathered and returned by Lumen Christi, right back up the gut, and then taken down at the 25. It was Burgess again for Lumen Christi, and there's 18 seconds remaining in the first half of play.
First and 10 for the Titans.
Likely see just a quick run play or take a knee and get this ball to half. They remember Lumen Christi won the toss. They deferred. They will get the ball back to start the first half here, or the second half.
definitely has an impact on the decision. They're going to line up in the nil formation, and we will head to halftime here on JTV Sports. A 10-7 lead for Jackson Lumen Christi, trailing to Divine Child after the first half as the clock winds out. That takes us to halftime. 10-7 our score. Divine Child in front over Lumen Christi in a Catholic High School League matchup on JTV Sports.
IEP Urgent Care offers a higher standard of urgent care from ER-trained providers. When you need professional and compassionate adult and pediatric urgent care services, including illness and injury care, on-site lab, digital x-rays, and full array of testing diagnostics, and occupational health services, count on IEP Urgent Care. Owned by local ER physicians right here in Jackson, and now with 2 locations to serve you. 729 East Michigan Avenue and their newest location, Jackson West at 1602 West Michigan Avenue. IEP Urgent Care, open from 8 a.m. to 8 p.m. on weekdays and from 8 a.m. to 6 p.m. on weekends.
Good helps keep people safe. Good keeps watch. Good cares for people, feeds people, and keeps things running. We're MDOC, and Good works here. Come join us. We offer great pay and benefits, paid training, and we have immediate openings for corrections officers, healthcare and mental health professionals, food service staff, and more. Go to michigan.gov/MDOC jobs to learn more.
Within the folds of your life, you find the passion and drive to keep pushing forward. Growth comes from continually moving ahead in every stage of life. Count on County National Bank to help with seamless financial solutions. We can act quickly and accommodate your needs, whatever life brings your way. Our local bankers understand our community and your goals.
Let's work together.
Learn more about our personalized banking services at cnbb.bank. Member FDIC.
Stop in today and experience extraordinary customer service at Tamrock's Automotive, your complete automotive repair facility at 2850 Airport Road in Jackson, Michigan.
4th and inches, 4th and 10, or 4th and a fighting chance. At Henry Ford Health, we go for it. We go for it for our patients, teammates, friends, and family. In the labs, hospitals, clinics, and partnerships all around the state. We go for it for the millions of people who deserve a better quality of life. We go for it because we have to. It's who we are. We are Henry.
Building a new home is one of the biggest decisions you will ever make, and with the help of our qualified salespeople, licensed builder, and our own construction crew, we are positive that we can make your new home project easy and affordable. Call us to design your home today. Midstar Home Builders, there's no place like home.
At the David Geeson Agency, we're right here in Jackson County. David and his team are your neighbors. Local, friendly, and ready to meet with you in person. From auto to home, life to business, they're committed to service you can count on. When you need help, you'll talk to a real neighbor who cares about protecting what matters most to you. Visit davidgeeson.com today. At College Chevrolet in Albion, we're proud to serve our community with more than just great vehicles. Every Friday, we honor our heroes with free oil changes for veterans. We're the home of the Forever Warranty, giving you peace of mind long after the sale. From sales to service, our team is committed to complete customer satisfaction. Come see why so many trust us and experience the Godfrey difference, only at College Chevrolet in Albion.
Welcome back here into the Performance Automotive Halftime Show. Performance Automotive Northwest carrying John Deere lawn tractors, mowers, chainsaws, leaf blowers, power tools, and more. The first half, it is 10-3 in favor of Divine Child. Matt Kibbe, Josh Burgett here with you on JTV Sports. A really solid first half of play, a defensive side of the ball a little bit there.
We expected it, and we've gotten that. It's been really well played by both teams. I'm really impressed by Lumen Christi that first drive to just be able to drive down the field 80 yards and complete that with a touchdown. They looked really good. But that Divine Child defense after that point really stepped up the way that we've seen them throughout the rest of the season and really were tough to go. But Divine Child really has played really well. I think Lumen Christi has played well. I think you got to be really happy if you're both coaches. Now it's the adjustments they can make to figure out to get a little bit more consistency on offense and get some big plays and get some more consistent scores.
This is the type of game, as you're watching the first half highlights roll on your screen, there were some really key moments in that game. Really what stood out for the most part is a couple of stands for each side. Other than that, the offense has been able to kind of move, but those stands came at key moments, and they really kept the flow of the game moving for each side.
Yeah, no doubt. I think getting those big third down stops, we talked about that's part of our Bernstein advantage, and having to be able to stop the ball on third down, really key in this game, and both teams have had success offensively and defensively to make some big stops. I think one key for me has been Johnny Walters and his ability to, on those reverses, they've been really, deception has been the key to the offense for the for Lumen Christi. We talked about that against Grand Rapids Catholic Central earlier this season as well. And at some point, deception's not going to work. So you got to find, can we line up and run the football, or line up and pass the football with success, because they're going to catch on to the deception. But they haven't yet, and we've seen the first half where Johnny Walters had 3 big runs.
Everything that Lumen Christi has gotten on those big chunk plays have, for the most part, been to the outside. It's been hard to run on those interior tackles for Divine Child, those big men up front.
Yeah, that even front for Divine Child has been really tough, and those linebackers have played really well. You also see those defensive backs who really cheat and come up. You can tell they're working against pants. I'm looking at some point, play action pass, something like that, get learned over the top, and or Johnny Walters over the top, and see a play open up with a passing game. I think that'll help and open up the run game.
On the other side, Drew Sheridan has made some incredible throws as a young sophomore, where you're not used to seeing that so much from a young sophomore, but he's done it. He's stepped up, kind of put the team on his back, especially in that last drive.
Yeah, he doesn't play like a sophomore. And I just remember that play where he was just really patient, waiting for the wide receiver to come across and he had pressure all around him, but he stayed confident, stayed composed on the outside the pocket, and delivered a throw on the run. Really nice play there. And so you just like his composure. You like the way that he plays the game. Really talented sophomore, and certainly you see why they've been able to success, having 5 passing touchdowns in each game coming into this ball game.
You know, we saw it too. We knew we were going to be talking about all the VDs, cousins, brothers, what have you. The whole entire Italian mob is what Coach LeMay calls them. And, you know, you talk about it with them. They've made an impact, but for the most part, Lumen Christi has done a good job of kind of keeping them in check.
We haven't seen from either team, we haven't seen a big play. And that's what's been interesting in this game. We haven't seen anybody kind of break a real big play yet. I think that'll be the key, but they have gotten really good chunk plays, and you can tell that they are just the focus of the offense, and Sheridan likes to dump it off to any one of those players. Any of those VDs are really good targets for them in short, or when we saw Solaris VD go across the field, a really nice target down the field with his 6'3" frame. So they got options. The question is, so far, Lumen Christi's done a pretty darn good job against them. Can they do it for another 30 minutes?
And now you got to think about those halftime adjustments. What are the coordinators thinking? We know what the head coach. The head coach mentions doesn't usually change a whole lot. It's the coordinators that have to figure some stuff out.
Yeah, I think from a defensive standpoint, you have to continue to do the work. If you're Divine Child doing the work that they've done, they have to work against that Johnny Walters reverse that we continue to see. They've gotten big plays on that. Got a couple of Minuteman sewer and drains first down. I think if you're going to flip the side and go over to the Lumen Christi side, you got to stop the passing game. They've started to have some success with the passing game, short, mid-range, and they've tried long. They haven't really been able to hit one of those long passes yet, but they will continue to. Again, those wide receivers that they have, they're big targets, and so you know they're going to go after them. Can the defense for Lumen Christi hold up?
Those are our halftime thoughts. We stretched a little bit for you here on JTV Sports, but we're going to take a quick break. When we come back, we'll have Maxwell Fritz joining us for halftime.
At Insurance Circle Agency, we believe in personal connections. We specialize in a consultative approach where we'll take the time to know your name and your unique story. This allows us to provide you with a top-notch boutique experience with policies tailored specifically for you and your business. Taking this approach allows us to ensure you have the right package to fit your unique needs. Your peace of mind is our priority. Get in touch with Insurance Circle Agency today, where we'll know your name.
Mauer's Sunshine Car Wash is proud to be a professional and fast service in the Jackson area. You can relax and let our friendly staff clean your vehicle to a shine. Open Monday through Saturday, 7:30 to 6:30, Sunday 9 to 5. Or use one of our many self-serve bays, great for all vehicles, car, truck, or bikes. Try our other locations. Brooklyn Auto Wash in Brooklyn, Center Wash on Page Ave, keeping your vehicle clean for over 25 years. Mauer's Sunshine Car Wash on Ann Arbor Road.
Willis & Jurisic is your one-stop shop for accounting, tax, and consulting needs. As the largest locally owned CPA firm in the Jackson area, their nearly 30 team members take a proactive approach in recognizing the current and future needs of each of their clients, never settling for providing an average experience. Their persistent drive to add value to clients, both large and small, has solidified their clients' confidence since 1967. Willis & Jurisic is focused on your future.
Call it a sense of purpose, a higher calling. At Dean Transportation, we call it our passion. It's simply who we are. 60 years of pioneering the best health and safety standards because safe student transportation is essential. We are hard-working folks, connecting children to learning, schools to our communities, and you to a better career. Want to make Mid-Michigan a better place? We'll put you in the driver's seat. Join the Dean family today and help to connect our kids to brighter futures.
At Lamers Heating and Air Conditioning, we're proud to celebrate 60 years of keeping your home comfortable and your air just right. For 6 decades, our community has trusted us to deliver reliable service, and we want to take a moment to say thank you. Because of your support, we've been able to grow, serve, and give back to the very community that made it all possible. Here's to many more years of serving you. Lamers Heating and Air Conditioning, your trusted neighbor for 60 years.
At College Chevrolet in Albion, General Manager Norm Simpson and his team are raising the bar. Every Friday, we honor our heroes with free oil changes for veterans. We're the home of the Forever Warranty, so your peace of mind goes the distance. From sales and service, we're committed to complete customer satisfaction. Every visit, every time. Come say hi to Norm, take a test drive, and experience the Godfrey difference today at College Chevrolet in Albion.
Welcome back to Vine Child Lumen Christi. We're in halftime here, and a proud sponsor of JTV Sports is the Insurance Circle. The Insurance Circle, an extension of your business, working to keep you safe and protected. That's the Insurance Circle with Dave Rice, my apologies. This is the halftime show, the Performant Automotive halftime show, and we're fortunate enough to be joined here with Josh Burgett, Matt Kibbe with you here. 10-7 our score, Divine Child in front on Lumen Christi. They got the last second touchdown to put them up in front, and other than that, a really good first half of play.
Yeah, it was beautiful.
Let's bring in our extra hands down on the sideline, Maxwell Fritz. And Max, what are your thoughts so far on this game?
Hi, guys. Well, you know what? They are proving me wrong. I predicted a high-scoring game. So far, it's been very competitive. The defense is shining. Talking to both coaches before the game, both coaches said, man, each other's offense is going to run havoc. They were both expecting. They had a lot of respect for each other, and they expected offenses to rule the day. So far, though, we're seeing the opposite. The defense has been laying the boom and really stopping the run on both sides and the air raid from Divine Child. What are you seeing up there, Matt?
You know, it's been a really good game. Nothing more that you can ask for if you're on the defensive side of the ball. If you're a fan of defense, this is the game that you like to watch. Max, I mean, you see a lot of these games. Has anything stood out from Divine Child on the other side?
Well, the fact that for this high school team, they're really utilizing the pass, and they're utilizing the pass well. A lot of times at the high school level, you see very mobile quarterbacks, dual threat quarterbacks, not really utilizing the deep pass and the big wide receivers. He is very grateful to have big number 1 out there, the Eastern Michigan commit. And Matt, that's also my alma mater as well. So a lot of Eagle pride out here that he's been able to use. And that opens up so much. And like you guys talked about, a solid kicking team as well for Divine Child opens up a lot of layers that you don't normally see in high school football. So Divine Child, very well rounded, but you can't beat fundamentals, and that's what Herb Brogan's Titans are all about, those strict fundamentals.
I mean, having a field goal kicker is the difference in this ball game right now. I mean, this would be a 7-7 ball game in most typical high school games, and yet they have the ability to kick a 29-yard field goal, get 3 points, and that's the difference right now. It gives them a 3-point lead heading into halftime.
If you're keeping track at home, that's 3 alma maters that have been mentioned on the broadcast today. Let's take a look at some scores around the Jackson County and surrounding areas. Josh, you're the man that always gets the scores, so what are some ones sticking out to you?
The other game, the big game in the area right now is Michigan Center Leslie. That's going to be likely for the East Championship. There's a couple other teams that like to have a say in that. We'll see. But really good game so far, 14-8. Leslie on top there. They've gotten 2 big interceptions in that ball game, so really key for them. That's a huge game over in the Cascades Conference, so that's been great. Halftime, we have Hanover Horton and Jonesville. That game 12-8. at the half. Hanover Horton with a lead there on Jonesville. So the Comets doing well. Parma Western continue just to struggle a little bit this year, just can't find a way to get it going. We had them on the JTV last week, but they are down against Coldwater, 28-7 at the half as well, so tough for them. And then Napoleon Manchester, that game, 14, I'll confirm that one, sorry, 16-0 Napoleon at the half. So Napoleon winning that ball game 16-0. Homecoming out at Napoleon for the Pirates, and then we'll continue to update as scores come in. We got some good games going on across the area.
You can't ask for much better than a Friday night in Jackson County where you get some of these great games. We have one certainly here, a 10-7 ball game in favor of Divine Child, who was picked to finish second behind Lumen Christi in the AA division of the Catholic High School League.
Yeah, but this is a tough conference. All three teams that they have to play, Jesuit, they played them last week, Lumen Christi got the win. But we knew this would be a tough game against Divine Child. They're a talented team this year, and this would be every bit of a challenge for a conference championship.
Let's get into it for the Performant Automotive halftime show. Performant Automotive and JTV, proud sponsor of JTV Sports. We'll be right back for second half kickoff. Our score, 10-7, Divine Child in front.
Did you know Alro sells more than just metals? We are a one-stop shop for all your plastic needs. Whether you need one piece or 1,000, Alro offers a wide selection of sheet, rod, tube, and custom machined parts cut to size and delivered next day. Visit alroplastics.com, your source for performance plastics.
Grimes Plumbing Company is licensed and insured. Give us a call for all your plumbing needs. Water heater installation and repair, drain cleaning, leak repair. And remember, at Grimes Plumbing, we love water.
Lester Brothers has been performing driveway installations for over 30 years. Crushed asphalt is one of our most popular driveway gravels and an overall Lester Brothers favorite. When spread properly, it can last for many years. It's 100% recycled, environmentally friendly, quarter of the cost of hot asphalt, dust-free, and ready for immediate use after construction. Contact Lester Brothers today for a free timely estimate for your future crushed asphalt driveway or parking lot.
The Potter Center at Jackson College is raising the curtain on the 2025-2026 season. Join us for country music superstar Aaron Tippin, the amazing award-winning vocalist Peebo Bryson, the legendary band Three Dog Night and their chart-topping hits, the best Tim McGraw tribute show going today, and enjoy as Simply Queen recreates the incredible Queen experience. Individual and season tickets on sale now. Go online or call the Potter Center ticket office today.
JTV and orthopedic rehab specialists bring you the ORS photo galleries, your front row seat to all the action in Jackson. Every week, JTV is out in the community, capturing stunning full HD images of local events, festivals, and high school sports. Don't miss a moment. Head to jtv.tv now to browse, relive the excitement, and purchase prints of your favorite highlights.
When it's cold, the last thing you want is your home's heater to quit on you. At 1 Hour Heating and Air Conditioning, our team of comfort specialists take the frustration out of the equation. From simple repairs to more complex fixes, we'll get you warm and comfortable quickly. Just call 855-1HOUR or visit onehourair.com. Don't forget, we're always on time or you don't pay it time. Always on time or you don't pay it time. Independently owned and operated, licensed in their respective state or county.
Serving the Jackson community since 2007, G-Force Automotive is your local Auto Value certified service center. G-Force Automotive is a full-service repair facility. Our experience enables us to ensure your vehicle is well-maintained year-round in everything from brakes to engine repairs to transmissions and oil changes. We are committed to keeping you on the road. Hi, this is Matt Clausen, owner of G-Force Automotive. Come see us for your next service visit. G-Force Automotive, where we make friends, one car repair at a time.
Hard water can make your life at home miserable. No one wants to spend money on expensive products and chemicals to help deal with rusty appliances and discolored laundry. Tri-County Water has been helping local families and businesses solve their water problems for over 50 years. Call or visit us online at tricountywater.com today to schedule a free water analysis. We'll provide a solution tailored to your specific needs and your budget. Tri-County Water. Take control of your water today.
Yep. Welcome back on JTV Sports. Jackson Lumen Christi down to Divine Child, score 10-7, second half getting ready to go. Matt, Kimmy, Josh, we got up here in the booth with you. Josh, you got a score update for us.
Yeah, we do 2 score updates for you, in fact. I said it was halftime at Leslie Michigan Center, but I'll tell you, the last play of the half, Leslie recovers the fumble, takes it in for a touchdown. That game is 20-8 at the halftime. Huge play, huge turn of events there at Leslie, so big opportunity there for the Blackhawks. And also, what all of us care about, the Tigers have taken a 3-0 lead over Boston. So that's a big-time score update for us. And then finally, I just want to say hello and get well to our good friend Dan Gallagher, who has not been with us for the past 2 weeks, had surgery. I know he's watching tonight because he's blowing up my phone, but just want to say, Dan, hope you're getting ready, and we're looking forward to having you back on camera here pretty soon. So
we will have Dan back soon, hopefully. Good recovery to you. Let's go down to Maxwell Fritz. You got more on Liquid Death, I believe.
Oh, I do, guys. My thirst has not been officially murdered just yet. It was quenched at Western. I watered the Panthers. It was Happy Gilmore night. I was the water boy, but I'm going to mosey on over here to this Lumen Christi Cowboy student section. I'm going to open up the watering hole, and I'm going to feed them some murder thirst-quenching Liquid Death. Who wants one? Let's see. Who wants more? There you go. Hey, oh. Hey, that one there. Hey, one more.
we got a fumble down there. Come on, Max.
You got to get that up.
Right,
oh, chuck it beyond him.
Stop throwing it to him.
Send it.
Cheers.
Stop throwing it to him.
There you go. Let's go for Liquid Death. My thirst has been officially murdered. So is the student sections. There we go. Your thirst has been officially murdered. Thanks to Liquid Death for being a major sponsor. This one, Grapefruit. Check it out wherever Liquid Death is sold. Matt, Josh, hope you guys are having as much of a party up there as I am down here, guys.
We will certainly never beat the party that you're having down there. I got to ask you now, Max, do you have one left over? I want to see that arm.
I mean, that kid fumbled twice.
Yeah, you got to get it up there. I mean, I think the freshmen at the back of the student section need an opportunity here.
Stop throwing it to the Cowboy in the first row.
They were setting you up for failure there, Max, but that Liquid Death, always thankful to have them as a sponsor on JTV Sports. That was awesome. That's exactly why you tune into JTV Sports for Divine Child in Lumen Christi. It's for the Liquid Death segment right before the third quarter.
That's become a staple here on JTV as Max has just taken over our Liquid Deck stuff. But it's great because the fans love it, the kids love it, and the student sections really seem to enjoy the engagement they get with the teacher, Maxwell Fritz.
Anytime you put a camera on the student section, they're going to go crazy. I think Max is a perfect example of that. Anytime he goes over there, he could have the most boring thing in the world. He could sell a Dixon Ticonderoga to a student section if he needed to. We're getting ready to go here in the second half of play. Our officials are back. They get the golf cart ride. Nice and easy trip back onto the field in a 10-7 game here at Lumen Christi. In the second half, we're more of the same, or are we going to see something different?
I think it's going to be the plan is going to be more of the same, but what I think will be different, I think the key to this game is going to be big plays. I don't think you're going to see a lot of them, but I think it's going to be one or two as we go through the second half, and that's going to be the big difference in this ball game as they convert that likely a big play scoring play that will just be a big change in momentum for either squad.
Might even get a chance to start a little bit early here at Jackson Lumen Christi as the third quarter is ready to get underway. The third quarter brought to you by Lester Brothers. Lester Brothers is dedicated to finishing your residential products with professionalism and proud to be your source for quality soil and gravel products. Thank you to Lester Brothers. 10-7 our score. Third quarter of action. Second half, Divine Child and Lumen Christi. They'll get the signal for the kick. And our second half is underway in the game of the week in Jackson County. As Burgess will get another shot at the return. He gets a little bit farther than his previous ones, up to the 26, 27. and that is where Lumen Christi will take over for their first drive of the second half.
Yeah, I think this is an important drive. Puts a sustained drive, get a couple Minuteman sewer and drain first downs at least. I don't think you have to get points here. I don't think it's critical that you get points, but I think it's critical that your offense shows that you can move the football.
They come back out after giving up the touchdown on the defensive side of the ball. But now the offense back out to work. Power formation here. All the big men are in. And they'll hand it off right away to Sattler. And he'll get about 4, call it 5 yards or so on the first down.
Marcelo Viti came with pressure right over the right guard. Thankfully for Lumen Christi, they were running off the left side. We were able to get some success and get about 6 yards there on that first down play. Good early pressure from Divine Child, just chose the wrong side.
It's that big defensive line that you really have to try and get the push for, and we've seen Lumen Christi get a couple of them today. But we talked about it during the half. It's been hard to run between the tackles. Gaston under center, fakes, and then throws into the middle of the field, and it will be caught.
Huge catch there by number 81, Isaac Mackey. Right down the seam with 2 defenders by him. Great throw by Gaston. Great catch by Mackey. We are in Divine Child territory, and we have a Minuteman sewer and drain first down from the 42-yard line.
That's the senior tight end for Gaston. He trusts him in that middle of the field, and he put a dot on it right into the middle, and Mackey comes down with it. There's another big play in terms of yards gained.
Don't forget Benny Gaston, a first-year starter. And really showing some great growth there with that throw. A lot of confidence, a lot of execution in that throw.
Came into this game, 60% of his passes have been completions this year. We're going to get a flag, and it's going to be a delay game. First one we've seen, and it will push back Lumen Christi 5 yards. In a momentum swing kind of drive. After the big play, the penalty makes it 1st and 15. Gaston will get to the line with about 10 seconds left on the clock this time around. He'll have a quick snap rollout coming back in. He'll dump it into the flat to Sattler. He'll dive forward and get all of it back and then some and make it 2nd and 4.
Real nice play. Great yards after the catch there by Sattler. And that dive right at the end when he knew he was going to go down to get an extra couple yards, getting that ball down to the 35-yard line. Really nice play there by Paul Sattler, as he's done a great job coming out of the backfield, catching the football for this Titan offense.
Senior for this team. Gaston trusts him. Willicki in motion. They'll hand it to Sattler after he got the catch in the flat, and he's going to get a couple of yards and make it 3rd and 1.
We talked about Willicki's ability to get the big block. He gets another one there to get some good penetration and good hole there. Make it 3rd down and short. Great opportunity to thank again our friends at State Farm. Not a faceless call center and not a soulless AI bot. State Farm's David Geeson Agency will talk with you, visit with you live. He is physically here in Jackson County where you can see him in person to work directly with him. He'll provide you with service you can count on. Go to davidgeeson.com. davidgeeson.com.
Sattler is going to get the push and enough for the first down. He moves the chains on a 3rd and 1. And it's a new set of downs for Lumen Christi as they continue to drive down in the opening drive of the second half.
Another Minuteman sewer and drain first down there. Nice continue. We talked about needing, critical that they show that they can move the football, and they've done that here. They've done it on the ground. They've done it through the air. Really nice work on this drive early on by offensive coordinator Sean Brogan.
Gaston's going to have to work his way out. They had to go back and talk to Coach Brogan. He'll get under center with about 5 left on the play clock, but they can snap quick. Motion man out from the backfield, and it will be a bubble screen over behind and caught. That's a nice catch by Wes Learn. That was a backwards pass. Would have been a fumble had he not caught it.
That was touched at the line by Chris Hammock, number 0, the big defensive end, 6'2", 215. He's a senior. Comes right across the line, gets his mitts on that ball. Nice, great awareness by him to get his hands in the air, seeing that was going to be a quick pass to the outside.
Mass sub, bringing in the big set. A couple of tight ends, couple of fullbacks. And there comes the quarterback, and Benny Gaston has the lone touchdown for Lumen Christi today. It was a QB sneak at the 1-yard line after an 80-yard drive. Motion out. Sattler will go to the weak side, has a hole. He's going to bounce it back to the middle and then get taken down at the 20-yard line, and it will be 3rd and 3 for Lumen Christi.
And Sattler gets the yards there. He's going to get down close to the 20-yard line, but watch Walicki right here. Great lead block. You're going to see him right here. Big number 9. He's going to take out number 4. Great kick out block. Create some additional space for Sattler. Excellent job there. Great block by Walicki.
Looks like weak side power. That's been something to work nicely for Lumen Christi. Another handoff to Sattler, and he's going to get taken down on the first down.
Will be enough for another Minuteman sewer and drain first down. Those chains move, and they are cashing in. Speaking of cashing in, let's go to our friends at Southern Michigan Bank and Trust. Tonight's game brought to you by Southern Michigan Bank and Trust. You can visit them online at smb-t.com. Again, that's smb-t.com.
Draining a lot of clock as Lumen Christi does, part of the offensive game plan. Already just about halfway through the third quarter of action. Lumen Christi now knocking at the door. 1st and 10 from the 15. Pitch out to Gatewood. He's going to get taken back. Here comes a flag from the far side.
And again, just tremendous job by the right side of that defensive line for Divine Child. That's going to be a holding that's going against the Titans, but that was all set up by great work by the outside, setting the edge, not allowing the speed of Gatewood to get to the outside. He had to cut it back in. There was a host of Divine Child players there and forced one of the offensive linemen there for Lumen Christi to do the hold, which is going to push him back 10 yards. Really nice defensive effort there by Divine Child.
Lumen Christi accepts the penalty, so they take the yardage, and it will be a replay of first down as opposed to 2nd and about 13-14. Kind of thinking push the Titans farther away from the end zone as opposed to the downs.
It'll be 1st and 20 for the Titans.
So Gaston now will look at a 1st and 20 from the Divine Child 24. Motion out, and Gaston's just going to turn it into a sneak. I don't know if that was a design run all the way, but Gaston surely turned it into one.
Got some yards back, but not nearly enough. Didn't get back to the sticks, so it'll be a 2nd down and 16 here.
He went down. There was a big hit from Andre Davis as Gaston was taking the slide. So accepting the penalty works out in Divine Child's favor. 2nd and 16. Confusion a little late, and then the dump off to Sattler. He's going to turn the corner and take a big hit into the sideline by Viti. And it's going to be 3rd and short.
Here we go. We're going to talk about it again. Another big play by Sattler, but another huge block by Sean Walicki, who makes a great block, puts his man on the ground, creates more open space. I hope we got it right here on camera, but number 9, follow him right here because he delivers a fantastic block to key this play. Right there. Yep. Wanted a penalty. No penalty to be called. Just a great block. Great effort there by number 9. Again, our Mauer Sunshine Car Wash spotlight player of the game, having some big blocks here to create some space for Sattler on this drive.
Half-second later, Jackson Kelly might have blown that up for Divine Child. Quick snap given to Sattler. He's going to try and finish it here. He gets the first down, so it will turn into a 1st and goal from the 2 for Lumen Christi, and now they continue to pound at the door on this drive.
Minuteman sewer and drain first down. They are right outside the end zone as they'll look to cash in here on first down.
Give credit to the big man up front on that push by Sattler. It was that left side with Antoine Baker and company. Now under 5 minutes in the third quarter. Lumen Christi controlling the clock. Everyone close together. It will be a sneak, and it will be short.
Benny Gaston again trying a little tush push there from the Titans, but they can't get it. Great hold by the defensive front by Divine Child. Gaston trying for his second touchdown of the ball game will get denied, but they'll have another chance inside the 1 yard line here on second down.
Lumen Christi naturally in this type of offense already has small splits for their offensive linemen, but when they get in within the 5, they're right next to each other. They make it a wall, and Divine Child was able to break through there for a moment.
I expect the same thing here. I think you're going to see a quarterback sneak again.
You see Walucky behind him for that push. He's going to get it, and this time he is, right now they're calling him short. We'll see if it changes, and there's our late flag.
That was just why?
That was,
if you're Divine Child, why do that?
Michael DeSalvo, who came jumping in.
I think they're going to call him short, though. It's just going to give you another first down because you can't get much closer.
Right. You get another 4 chances at it.
Be a dead ball. Personal foul against Dearborn. Going to be half the distance.
So it basically puts the ball right on the goal line. By the time,
I think they're going to try this a third time. Gaston right up the center, see if they can get it here. I thought they got a great push there. They were really close, but it just piled up.
So after the personal foul, it should change it to first down. Clock and board still stay third. Either way, right on the goal line here. They'll go for the third attempt. This time, the push will be waiting for the call from the side judge, and it is a touchdown.
1 yard touchdown run there by Benny Gaston, his third touchdown of the season. Capped off a 76-yard touchdown drive there for the Lumen Christi Titans. Excellent work. Excuse me, that's his 5th touchdown of the season, his 5th touchdown of the season, 2nd of the night here for Benny Gaston.
Both on that QB sneak under center, that push, and that final push got him into the end zone. And Lumen Christi will retake the lead. Extra point. This is not often, we always talk about it. Kicking's an important part of the game. This is a big extra point. We're going to have a flag on the far side. It's a false start. This is going to back up the extra point. And I say that because Divine Child has a kicker that we already saw has kicked a field goal today. That's Lucas Rowland. And so now this extra point goes all the way back to the 15. It's going to be a 25-yard attempt to keep it either at a 3 or a 4-point game. Not very often do you kind of heavily focus on the extra point, but in this type of game with what we've seen so far,
this distance will be big for Wetzel, no doubt. That extra 5 yards is tough here.
After performing during halftime with the band, Divine Child's going to jump.
They're going to give the 5 yards back. 2 really big penalties, unnecessary for Divine Child on this drive. And that puts it back to a traditional extra point attempt.
Which we saw Wetzel just a moment ago nail. Trying to jump ahead and get that extra footing. And so now Wetzel will have the traditional try. And it's going to be blocked. Divine Child, after all the penalties, they get a hand through, and it looked like Giancarlo Viti got his hand up and blocked the extra point, and it keeps this game at a 3-point lead for Lumen Christi.
Big-time special teams play there by the Divine Child Falcons.
Special teams, special players. Check out all the great photos on the ORS photo galleries on JTV.TV, presented by Orthopedic Rehab Specialists. ORS is getting you back to working, playing, and living. Get started today at orsmi.com. This photo gallery is always great, thanks to Orthopedic. rehab specialist.
Watso kicking off for the Titans.
So just a 3-point game here late in the third quarter. 3:55 left to go.
Score update, Jackson trailing Tecumseh 20-14 at the half. Vikings looking to get back in the win column.
A little bit of a squib kick. Comes out, fielded, and then taken all the way back by Damphey to the 23-24 yard line. Max, you're downstairs with something.
Hey guys, well I just wanted to say Coach Herb Brogan is known for his passionate halftime speeches. What he said to his boys inspired that 73-yard touchdown run. Let's see how they defend against this tough Divine Child offense. And Coach Chris Laney of Divine Child wanted a challenge. He's found it in these Titans. Back to you guys. Let's see how this one plays out.
He knew they were going to get the adversity, and certainly they have. But now the first time they've touched the ball in the second half with Drew Sheridan and company, now trailing by 3. Bounce to the outside, Vitti. And he's going to get taken right at the stick, so no gain, and it will be 2nd and 10.
Good stand by the Lumen Christi defense there on first down. Chance to thank our friends at Baker College. Visit baker.edu to explore online and in-person industry-related degree programs. Start your journey at Baker. Again, that is baker.edu.
Trying to rely on the Iowa commit, but the Lumen Christi line comes through. Second down is going to be an option play. Sheridan escapes one tackler looking for a throw. He has a man after changing the play. Last minute, what a play by Sheridan. Down the sideline, making a move all the way in is going Rayshawn Thomas. He cuts back, and it's a touchdown for Divine Child on an adjustment from Drew Sheridan. There's a late flag on the far side. It should stand, and Divine Child retakes the lead.
77 yards, Rayshawn Thomas, but that play was made by Sheridan. His athleticism in the backfield, and then he just made up that play as the Titan defender came up to make a tackle, and Thomas just went out for a route, and he was able to find him. That Sheridan, that is. Really nice play, and then his yards after catch was just tremendous. Great speed and athleticism to get down the field. Really impressive play there by the Divine Child Falcons.
See what the call is.
They're going to wave off the penalty.
No penalty. There was another one on the far side, so they're going to count everything. That play in no way was a pass play. It was an option play with Vitti, but Sheridan almost got taken down in the backfield, came back to the near side, and then just dumped one off backyard football style.
Really impressive. Great awareness, heads up. It's Lumen Christi, you did a great job to make that play, and then they're just able to get behind you and turn something that was really nothing into something and get some points. Frustrating if you are defensive coordinator Tony Panici for the Titans. But they had a couple opportunities to tackle him in the field of play and did not. Thomas showed off great athleticism. That goes in, so it is 17-13 Divine Child.
Roland completes the 7 points for that touchdown. Here's another look at it. He just dumps it off, Sheridan does, and Rayshawn Thomas is right there. And the big play here, too, late in that yard after catch, is this cutback at the 35. Just splits 2 defenders, and then it's all the way home after that.
Yeah, great play. Great play. Talked about it at halftime. Big plays. There's a big play.
Right on cue.
There's a big play right there.
It was 77 yards. 17-13 the score. They don't even use a minute off of the clock for their first possession of the second half. You know, Max was just talking about the adversity. That's a response to some adversity from Divine Child. That kick was going to go through the end zone. Burgess decides to play it, bring it up the right side, takes a spin, and he'll get a couple extra yards out to the 30. And that's where Lumen Christi will take over.
I think that's the best field position they've had off of a kickoff all day long. Get out beyond the 30-yard line. Nice work there by Burgess on that return.
So now the question is, if you're Lumen Christi, how are you going to respond?
They've set that ball at the 30. That actually should be at the 31. That ball
They will move it up. Good call by you up here in the booth. And so that will reset everything. They're going to just reset the play clock. Now they'll put it in. And the ball moved up to that 31-yard mark. Lumen Christi will start off their drive, now trailing 17-13 after just taking the lead moments ago. They'll go right back and feed Sattler. He'll get a couple of yards, and it will be 2nd and 8 for Lumen Christi. Looking for a more trusted and personable insurance provider? Be sure to give Chris Cook a call. Over 10 years of experience with Mill and can cover all of your home, auto, life, and business need. Mills.com, MIL.com to connect for Chris Cook and MLL Insurance. So 2nd and 8, and we're going to get a timeout taken by Lumen Christi.
That'll be Lumen's first in the second half. Yeah, appreciate Chris Cook and everybody over at MLL taking care of us here tonight, helping us bring you great live football here on JTV. Good time to also want to take a seat, partner? Take a seat in a comfy chair if you want one. After our legs are hurting standing up here, we can go over to our friends at Vermeulen's Home Furnishings. I'd like to thank them. Everybody over at Vermeulen's Home Furnishings, locally owned and serving Jackson for 3 generations. Go to vermeulenfurniture.com. Again, that is vermeulenfurniture.com.
Packed house here at Lumen Christi for another big game on the Lumen schedule. Never gets easier, this year at least. Another
great read.
Taken down.
Excellent job there by number 23. We're talking about a lot. Imsland, the linebacker, 6'1", 180, read that, was not fooled one bit, and just gets Benny Gaston well behind the line of scrimmage. Really nice defensive read there. That's great scouting and great execution.
Almost feels like a flip in momentum. The fake and then just blown up in the backfield.
So many times the defensive ends there will chase that football, that fake, and you'll see Benny Gaston just come out on the naked boot right after that, and just he knew that. Great read, great preparation, and good execution.
So it's going to be 3rd and 14. They're going to go quick bubble, and it's behind the receiver. That was Sattler.
Confusion, though, because Sattler wasn't running the quick bubble, and Gaston was throwing it, and that's going to be a 4th down, and you're going to see a punt here on this drive for the Titans.
First punt we're going to see from Lumen Christi. And that will give the man of the hour right now, Rayshawn Thomas, a chance on the return. Wes Learn will be the punter. Lefty boots it away. Thomas will fall underneath it, and he will go for the return. Good job by the Gunners to get out and prevent a big one. About 4 yards on that return. Divine Child will start at the 39-yard line.
Yeah, that was Burgess and Huff. Gunners on that play. Really nice job by them to bring Thomas down right around the 40-yard line. It's a pretty good field position for Divine Child, but a really nice punt there for the Titans to flip this field a little bit and at least get the ball back in Divine Child territory.
It took Divine Child about 45 seconds to score last time out. There's 1:18 left in the 3rd quarter of play. It's 17-13, a chance to extend the lead for Divine Child. 1st and 10, Sheridan. Call for it, he'll go bubble out on a screen, and then another big bounce on the inside, and a good couple of yards gain this time for Andre Danfy, the sophomore to sophomore connection for Divine Child.
And they're going to move the chains on that. Another Minuteman Sewer Train 1st down, but I'll tell you what, a really important drive here defensively for Lumen Christi. We really don't want this to turn into a 2-score ball game. And so finding a way to get the ball back via turnover or turnover on downs will be key for the Titans here.
Under a minute to go in the 3rd. Motion out. Sheridan, the lefty, looking for another big play. This time it's going to be too far in front. Just miscalculated the throw, and it will be second down with 39 seconds left to go. You know, not very often do we get to celebrate birthdays, but it feels like we've been celebrating them a little bit more here on JTV as a recent. Adam Bragginser is our birthday boy today. Happy birthday to Adam. He celebrates his birthday tomorrow, I should say. He's one of the game camera operators for all of our live sports. He's a producer of the David Rice podcast, one of the kindest and hardest working people you'll ever meet. That's from our director, Austin Curtis. There is Adam. Adam, thank you for all you do. Happy birthday tomorrow, and go Tigers.
Also runs the JTV Fantasy Football League. Just a great guy.
Which is a beast in itself, right?
Team.
There's a bounce to the outside by Viti. He'll get some yards back after the incompletion, and it will be 3rd and 5 for Divine Child.
Producer on the David Rice Show. Adam does a little bit of everything around this place.
Important piece of the JTV puzzle. So happy birthday tomorrow to Adam. 3rd and 4 for Divine Child. That's what they call it.
We got movement right here. We got movement.
And they will get the call. You saw it here immediately. Took a second for the side judge to call for it. The ball starts there. It will make it 3rd and 9 instead for Divine Child.
That flag was stuck in his pocket for whatever reason. He couldn't get it out, and the Lumen Christi coaching staff was losing their mind.
Immediately started calling for it.
Tony Panici, head defensive coordinator, wants new personnel on the field for Lumen Christi. Going to go a little bit smaller, a little bit more of a pass rush as they get backed up. You see Antoine Baker and Randy come off the field.
So they're going to let the time run out, and that will take us to the end of the 3rd quarter. Divine Child in front, 17-13 over Lumen Christi in a Catholic high school AA division matchup here on JTV Sports.
Omni, the best in metals recycling. Visit omnisource.com to see what Omni can do for you.
When you have a sewer or drain issue, make the call to Minuteman Sewer and Drain. Sure, we all want to be the guy that can get under the sink and get the job done. Trust us, we know it's not for everyone. Call the experts at Minuteman Sewer and Drain for 24/7, 365 same-day emergency service. Let us be the ones to get under the sink. Let Minuteman Sewer and Drain take care of the clogs or debris and get you flowing back to normal. When you don't have time to waste, call Minuteman Sewer and Drain, 783-9952, or online at MinutemanSewer.com. Minuteman Sewer and Drain. We open drains others can't.
Thank you to our great partner, Alro Steel, for helping us bring you high school football on JTV. It's the start of the 4th quarter. The score, 17-13 in favor of Divine Child, who has the ball at midfield. 3rd and 10 after the false start to end the 3rd quarter. Sheridan calls for it. The lefty drops back. Motion is in front. The throw is caught. And another big play by Giancarlo Viti for Divine Child.
Excellent job by that offensive line, stopping the pressure from this Lumen Christi defense, and just tremendous job by Stanton in the backfield to deliver an absolute strike, just enough for the first down. And the chains move for a Minuteman Sewer and Drain first down for the Falcons. That's a huge, huge 3rd down pickup. We talked about the importance of that in our Call Sam scouting report, and they got a big 3rd down pickup there to move the chains, control more clock, and keep into this opportunity to score again and make this 2-score game. Really big play there by the Falcons.
That big offensive line, everybody plus 250 on that line. Sheridan now in a first down situation, but Divine Child doesn't like what they see, so they're going to take a timeout here with 11:27 left to go in the 4th quarter of play.
Let's go ahead and thank our friend over at MLL Insurance, Mr. Chris Cook. If you're looking for a more trusted and personable insurance provider, be sure to give Chris Cook a call. Over 10 years of experience with MLL, and he can cover all of your home, auto, and life and business needs. MLLINS.com. Go to MLLINS.com to connect.
Thank you to Chris Cook and company. So after the timeout, first down for Divine Child. The biggest drive of the game so far for both teams. A defensive stand will keep Lumen Christi's chances alive to get back into it. Divine Child, potential chance to put it away. Hand off to Vidi. He's going to go right up the gut and carry a man for an extra 5 yards and a first down.
Excellent run there. He flexes as he gets up. That's great strength, great leg drive. He carried a Titan for about 5 yards, but he got about 9 yards after his first point of contact from Lumen Christi. Really nice, tough run there by Vidi.
Fred Owens is the running backs coach for Divine Child, and he's got to be so impressed with the ability of Vidi to make a run. Now he's going to Iowa as a defensive back, and he's actually going to early enroll at Iowa, so he will graduate from Divine Child in December and then be a part of spring ball at the University of Iowa. Right now, his job is to get some yards. He got around a couple of Lumen Christi linemen and then had takedown after getting about a yard.
Set this ball down at the 23-yard line.
And it's interesting, Josh, the moments in these games, they typically, I heard a quote, you don't rise to the occasion, you fall on your training. And this is a team in Divine Child that had 90 to 95% participation in their summer workouts. And you're seeing it kind of pay off here. There's a ball behind. Did they call it incomplete? They will. It was not behind. Lumen Christi wants it to be ruled a fumble. But it will just be an incomplete pass and a third down. As the fall sports season kicks off, Community Choice Credit Union wishes good luck to all Jackson area football teams and high school athletes. Visit communitychoice.com to learn more. That's communitychoice.com. Now we have another one, another big third down for both these teams. Sheridan will bring the troops up. He's got Vidi to his right. Motion. They look for him again, and there's going to be a big tackle. Sheridan escapes. Sheridan keeps the play alive, and he's just going to have to throw it. Does he have somebody in the area? He's out of the tackle box. It shouldn't be intentional grounding. They're looking for an extra call on the far side. Ours Divine Child, but it's going to bring up a fourth down. Sheridan escaped one, and then it's had to get rid of it with the hounds coming.
That one was number 33, Cash Cooper. He had him wrapped up in the backfield, was just unable to bring him down, but that pressure really just delayed everything. Excellent penetration there by Cooper to get there, to get to Sheridan. Sheridan with great athleticism to get away, but just not enough to be able to throw that ball to anybody. Really nice work there by this Titan defense. Sets up a fourth down and long. Great rush, great penetration by the Titan defense.
I think one of the other ones that forced the throw was Paul Sattler, who we've said a lot. And so now it's 4th and 9. They will place the ball back after the incompletion. They'll put the play clock back up. They got it in the right spot now. So 4th and 9. Divine Child leads. Lumen needs a stop. Sheridan drops back, looking to the far side of the field. Just out of the reach of Rayshawn Thomas.
They're going to bring on the field goal team here, though. This will be interesting. This can make it a 7-point ball game.
So the incompletion on 4th down will turn the ball over to Lumen. And now they have a chance to march down the field. And with the way this offense works, 9:47 left to go.
Good opportunity here for this Lumen Christi defense. Excellent job to get the ball back for their offense.
Right on cue, they give it to Sattler. He gets 4. And they'll line back up for 2nd down.
With the tackle. Brings up 2nd down and 7.
Huge play. I go back to that 3rd down. Just a huge play by this Michigan Center. My goodness, my friend. This Lumen Christi defense, just great job on 3rd down, forcing that 4th and long, and really just made that a passing situation for Dearborn.
It's been one of those games. The second down, Lumen is in the gun. They're going to go with the jet sweep out to the outside. And a big play again to get a couple more yards. They don't get the chains to move, but it makes it third down and about 3 or 4 for Lumen Christi. That was Aiden Gatewood again, another jet sweep for the freshman.
We have a Lumen Christi player down on the field. Appreciate the athletic training staff for Divine Child stepping in and making sure that that Titan player is taken care of.
Give some credit there. That's Abe Al-Hassan, the athletic trainer for Divine Child. That was the first one out there. You often see that the athletic trainers they don't work for their team. They work for the players on the field.
While we have this opportunity, let's go ahead and thank our friends again at State Farm. Not a faceless call center and not a soulless AI bot. State Farm's Dale Robert Agency will talk with you or visit with you live. He is physically here in Jackson County where you can see him in person to work directly with him. He'll provide you with service you can count on. Just go to DaleRobert.com. DaleRobert.com.
Max, you got something for us downstairs?
Hey guys, I just want to say I am loving how this game is shaping up to be. This is a great week matchup here on JTV Sports, seeing if Herb Brogan's Titans can march down the field and put the dagger in the Falcons and close this thing out. This is what we love to see about high school football, the passion, the pageantry, and it's all coming together here live on JTV Sports. And boys, I hope you're excited as I am down here. I've been thoroughly quenched. My thirst has been murdered by liquid death. I am ready to go for the coach interview after. I wish I could prepare more knowing who would win. Sometimes that makes it easier, but I like living in the suspense. I've got all my notes written down for both coaches to ask them some questions, and we'll see what happens. Back to you guys.
You're going to want to stay tuned for our Grimes Plumbing post-game show. Maxwell Fritsch will interview the winning head coach. It was Isaac Mackey who was the injured Titan who was able to walk off on his own power. And so another play for the Titans and a big third down once again. They'll get into the power formation, 8 in the box, and then a trip up by Sattler. He's going to be taken down behind the line of scrimmage.
Just loses his footing. A tough play there for Sattler. Going to make this a 4th down and about a 4 now as they go backwards on that play when Sattler loses his footing.
So now if you're Shane Brogan, here's your chess match with Dan Reagan. The offense coordinator and the defensive coordinator. See how they match personnel on a big 4th down. Five seconds or so left on the play clock. They get the snap off, screen out to Sattler on the dump off, and he's got enough for the first down.
Great effort, excellent effort there. Nice quick play there by Gaston to get the ball out to Sattler, and Sattler gets just enough to get across the line to gain, and they will move those chains for another Minuteman Sewer and Drain first down. Really great play design there by offensive coordinator Shane Brogan.
Looking to buy or sell a home? Contact Jessica Virel or of 5 Star Real Estate. Jessica makes the home buying and selling process a pleasure for everyone involved. Trusted, respected, recommended. Jessica Virel, 5 Star Real Estate.
Appreciate Jessica Villarreal bringing us tonight's coverage.
Play action. Gaston in the middle of the field. Caught. Lumen Christi is going to get another first down. Brennan Brogan, the sophomore.
What a shot. Great job by Brogan to go up and high point that ball. But again, just impressed with Benny Gaston's ability to just put his right foot in the ground and throw a dart across the center of the field. Great accuracy, great velocity on that pass. You can see it here. Just love that. And he goes and finds his sophomore wide receiver, Brogan, who does a little bit. We saw him run the ball earlier. We see him get a catch here for a first down. And we saw him play a little bit of quarterback last week. So nice to see Brogan making a mark and putting creating some impact here on this Titan offense.
And then Brogan, also a member of the Lumen Christi hockey team. There's the delayed handoff to the fullback. It's going to go nowhere.
Excellent job by the Divine Child defense. They've been so tough between the tackles throughout this entire ball game. They do it again there. Goes backwards for a yard. Another tackle for loss for the defense. It'll be a 2nd down and 11 as the ball nears midfield.
Brogan will come off after 2 plays in a row designed for him. Gaston Over to the left side. The Lumen sideline for a gain to get some yards back for a 3rd and manageable.
It's Johnny Furness on the catch there. Gets back into Divine Child territory. They'll be set at the 45-yard line, so a 3rd down and 5 here for the Titans. In obvious 4-down territory here unless they go backwards.
17-13 is our score. Divine Child is in front, trying to keep their perfect record and improve to 5-0 and get their first win against Lumen Christi in quite a while. Back into the middle. Wes Learn gets the grab and a 1st down.
Nice to have number 1 back in here as a target. Wes Learn, leading receiver for this Titan offense. You see why there as he just gets past the 2nd level of the Divine Child defense, and it gets another strike for Benny Gaston. Really impressed with the way number 3 is throwing the football in this game. They don't call upon him to throw very often, but when they have today, he's been accurate and he's had really good velocity on those balls. Like the confidence he's got in the pocket.
Continues to build here on a drive that started with about 9 minutes left to go. We've already killed 4 minutes off the game clock. Here goes Sattler again on another give, and he's going to power forward on the sideline for about, let's call it 7.
And this is where you got to be really careful as a coach as you're trying to control the game clock. You don't want to give the ball back to Divine Child with very much time if you're able to score and take the lead, but you're not guaranteed to take the lead, so you want to make sure that if by chance you don't convert and you don't get points here, that you have enough time to stop them and then get the ball back for yourself. So it's a challenging situation as the coaches try to manage the play clock as they're driving here late in the 4th quarter.
Divine Child knows they also have the home run ability. Pitch out to Sattler. He's going to cut back through a hole and have enough for the 1st down.
Nice block there by Sean Walicki again, number 9, getting a kick-out block. We've talked about him so much and his ability to get big blocks. He gets another big one there to get Sattler, the Minuteman Sewer and Drain, 1st down as they're inside the 25-yard line.
I'm pretty sure Sean Walicki has been the Minuteman player to watch for both the sport of football and hockey. I'm almost positive about it. He's a type of athlete that you want to have on your team. Lumen loves having him for those lead blocks, his ability to make an impact immediately on any given play. Sattler bounces to the outside. He's going to get wrapped up, and there's going to be a flag. It looks like this is going to be a horse collar type of call. I'll be interested to see how they call it, but it will be on Divine Child and Antonio Solares Viti.
We're going to call it face mask against Divine Child, so that'll push this ball further down into the red zone for the Lumen Christi Titans. And now is the time, I think, when you can start to slow down the clock a little bit. Try to make sure you don't give too much time away, but you still got to make sure that you get yourself into the end zone. Let's take time to thank our friends over at Jackson Nano Shield. You can rejuvenate your roof, protect your investment, and save thousands with Jackson Nano Shield. Again, Jackson Nano Shield.
So after the penalty, it's an automatic 1st down.
Learned a couple weeks ago they're a member of the Home Builders Association of Jackson, Hillsdale, and another county that I don't remember.
Lenawee County now.
Mr. O'Dowd's going to be upset that I didn't remember.
I got you. Lenawee County.
Thank you. All right.
He was just up at WLAN, the radio station up in Lenawee County. He didn't tell me though. I couldn't get him lunch.
He's never met media that he didn't like.
After no gain on the 1st down, it will be 2nd and 10 for Lumen Christi, who again watches the clock like a hawk. 3:30 left to go in the game. They trail 17-13. Gaston is in the gun. Looks out into the flat. Has the freshman, and Gatewood is taken down after a gain of, call it 6.
Takes him down at the 5. We'll be under 3 minutes to go when they snap this ball. We do have our first final in the area. Report that on homecoming, Napoleon beat Manchester 24-8. Again, Napoleon beat Manchester 24-8 over in Cascades Conference play.
Third down here and 5. They could take the play clock all the way down if they choose. 10 seconds left on it. They snap it. We're going to get a double reverse pass. Philly, and Sattler gets hit and bumped into at the line of scrimmage. Remember, you get about 5 yards where you have all contact available to you, and Gaston was trying to get that ball back, and it's going to turn into a 4th down. Turns into a receiver at that point.
Big play here for the Titans, and this is that situation we talked about. Nice to drain the clock, to not give it back, but you got to make sure you score. This is that situation that if you don't get in the end zone here, critically important that you have enough time to be able to get the ball back for your offense. But here, Coach Sean Brogan want to make sure that they can take care of it and get inside the end zone right here on this play.
4th down, 5 yards, game on the line.
We're going to get a time out here. I believe it's going to be Divine Child. It will be.
So they use their second.
Tonight's game brought to you by Barker Weber Insurance Agency and President Dan Weaver. Visit them online at barkerweberinsurance.com. Again, that is barkerweberinsurance.com. Man, we always want to talk about other games, but this game has been so good here tonight that we just really haven't had much of a chance to talk about some of the other ball games taking place. But this has just been spectacular, and this all comes down to one big play right here as the Titans 7 yards away from trying to get into the end zone.
I was going to say, if you're not familiar with the setup that Josh has up here, it's immaculate to get all those scores in. He's constantly getting that information from him. So we know all the scores. It's just this game is so good. You have to be kind of entranced by it. 4th and 5 for Lumen Christi. Game on the line. A stop. The Divine Child can run the clock out. They have the ability to get the first down from the 7-yard line. Hard count from Gaston. He'll look up and watch that play clock tick. Another hard count. Divine Child holding their water.
And timeout, by Coach Herb Brogan there.
Right on cue. Here's something from Minuteman for our folks at home.
When you have a sewer or drain issue, make the call to Minuteman Sewer and Drain. Sure, we all want to be the guy that can get under the sink and get the job done. Trust us, we know it's not for everyone. Call the experts at Minuteman Sewer and Drain for 24/7, 365 same-day emergency service. Let us be the ones to get under the sink. Let Minuteman Sewer and Drain take care of the clogs or debris and get you flowing back to normal. When you don't have time to waste, call Minuteman Sewer and Drain, 783-9952, or online at MinutemanSewer.com. Minuteman Sewer and Drain. We open drains others can't.
I was walking into the stadium here tonight, and I saw Mickey, who just jumped in the pool there. He can't make a splash like that anymore. That man has lost quite a bit of weight. He looks great. It was great to see him before the game, but want to thank Mark Konopacki and everybody over at Minuteman Sewer and Drain for helping us bring you tonight's ball game.
Biggest play of the game, 4th and 5. Gaston drops back into the middle, has him. It's broken up by Divine Child.
There's a reason why he's going to Eastern Michigan University. Big number 1 there, Antonio Solares. Vidi makes a great play, gets his left hand in there to knock that ball away. Stops the clock with 2:29 left in this ball game. There's time left, but Lumen Christi needs to stop. Can't give up a Minuteman Sewer and Drain first down here. You can see it right here. Just a great play, great defensive effort there. Yep, great read.
It was best on best. Wes learned, but one of the best wideouts for this Lumen Christi team going against the best corner. 1 versus 1. And the Eastern Michigan commit on the offensive side of the ball jumps the route, gets the breakup, and now it's 1st and 10. Divine Child's going to take a timeout here. And while they take a timeout, we'll take one as well. Let's hear from our friends from Computer Ties.
Need computer help in Jackson? Computer Ties does repairs, network support, and custom PC builds, fast and reliable. JTV's IT support is provided by Computer Ties.
So not only is it 1st and 10 after the timeout, but here's the thing. Divine Child is way back in their own territory. Back is against the wall. You don't have a whole lot of room to work here.
You can't give up a big play. You just, if you're Lumen Christi's defense, you cannot give up a big play here. Good tackle, get them to the ground, call your timeout, and then you got to go to work.
It's a defense that had a lot of returners back in an area that they felt confident in. First play is going to be a run all the way out to the sticks, and it will be a first down on the first play from scrimmage.
And that's what you can't do. You can't give that up on the first play there, and you just see the great effort that we've seen all night long from this Divine Child defense, or offense, excuse me. But a Minuteman Sewer and Drain first down, gets the ball outside the 15-yard line, and the clock just continues to run.
In a time when you know you're going to run the ball, the play that Divine Child has made is they have gone to the Wildcat, and Vidi has stepped in at quarterback. They're running the ball. I mean, we knew that was going to be the case anyway, but they're going to put it in the hands of their most trusted player, their leader on this team, the Iowa commit, in Marcelo Vidi. Quick snap, almost lost it, and then bounces to the outside, that near side for Divine Child, and he moves the chains again. That's back-to-back plays that Vidi takes the direct snap, goes to the sideline, and gets 10.
So we talked about that Leslie and Michigan Center game. Michigan Center has scored 22 unanswered points in the second half. That game now is 29-20 with 10 minutes left in the ball game. What a ball game we got out there for the Cascades Conference East.
We'll have highlights of that game on JTV social media, so be on the lookout for that. David Rice got the highlights covered there. There's the knee. An extra shove. They're just going to hold everyone back. Yeah, there's some extra pushing and shoving on their own team to not get an extra penalty. 17-13. It was a big home run play. Drew Sheridan on a broken play found Rashawn Thomas, and that has stood since the third quarter. And Divine Child will pump up their fan base after traveling an hour and a half. The final snap. And Divine Child, in the 10th all-time meeting, gets their 4th win against Lumen Christi in their first since 1993. And they take down Jackson Lumen Christi. Final score 17-13. The big home run play is Drew Sheridan to Rashawn Thomas, and that's the difference as the two teams meet in the middle to at least exchange some pleasantries. Final score 17-13. Divine Child takes this one and improves to 5-4. Lumen Christi falls to 2-3. We'll have the Grimes Plumbing postgame show coming up after this.
We are celebrating 34 years of serving the Jackson community at the Center for Family Health. We serve everyone, no matter your income, insurance status, or ability to pay. The Center for Family Health offers services in primary care, women's health, pediatrics, behavioral health, nutrition counseling, group prenatal care, insurance enrollment services, on-site pharmacy, 4 school health centers, and drive-through dental services. Walk-in clinic open 7 days a week. Schedule your appointment with us today. Visit centerforfamilyhealth.org or call 517-748-5500.
I'm attorney Mark Bernstein. After an accident, the insurance company will delay, deny, and defend your claim because they just don't respect you. But we do. Give us a call and we'll get you the respect that you deserve. We've been fighting and winning for Michigan families for over 50 years. Our experience and results speak for themselves. Get the Bernstein advantage and get respect. Call 1-800-CALL-SAM or visit callsam.com today.
At Seymour Ford Lincoln, we put you first with our no-nonsense, hassle-free buying experience.
From new Ford Blue Advantage pre-owned and custom orders, Seymour Ford Lincoln has the vehicle to fit your specific needs.
Along with easy financing, great monthly specials, and we offer generous trade-in values.
And we keep you going with the best service, parts and collision centers in mid-Michigan.
Come experience our drive.
Go to SeymourFord.com.
At the Dale Robert Agency, we're right here in Jackson County. Dale and his team are your neighbors, local, friendly, and ready to meet with you in person. From auto to home, life to business, they're committed to service you can count on. When you need help, you'll talk to a real neighbor who cares about protecting what matters most to you. Visit DaleRobert.net today.
At the YMCA, our mission is centered on building a healthy spirit, mind, and body. As a nonprofit, our annual Strong Communities campaign is vital. Your support provides life-saving swim lessons, unforgettable camp experiences, and youth sports that teach teamwork and character. It also makes possible programs like Rock Steady Boxing for those living with Parkinson's disease. With your help, we're expanding opportunities for at-risk teens, families, and seniors, and preparing to launch expanded adaptive sports programs. Every gift directly impacts lives here in our community. Together, let's create a healthier, more connected future for everyone. The YMCA for a better us.
True Community Credit Union is proud to be part of your community. When you join True Community Credit Union, you'll be part of our dedication to helping your community grow. If you live, work, worship, or attend school in Michigan, you can be a member. Visit trueccu.com or a branch near you to become a member today.
Hello, folks. Welcome back live on JTV Sports and into the Grimes Plumbing postgame show. I'm here with the victorious coach of Divine Child, Chris Laney. Chris, a lot of emotions going on. This is the first win for you guys against the Lumen Christi Titans since 1993. And before the game, you said you want a challenge coming into this. Your team is undefeated. They did not allow any points. It shows how good your boys are. But you said you were hoping for a good challenge. You got that against Herb Brogan and the Titans. How did your boys hold up tonight?
Yeah, defensively, it's kind of been our MO all season, and I was happy to have our defense out there at the end of the game there. They've been tried and true for us all year, and I'm kind of happy our shutout streak's over. We can move on from that a little bit, but just so much respect for Coach Brogan and his program, and I think that makes this win mean even more.
Oh, exactly, Coach. And, you said, speaking of your defense, the Titans are going to run the ball, and they did run the ball. Your defense, though, had crucial stops to keep the momentum up, and then your offense to boot big, explosive plays. What did you see from your offense tonight that was allowing them to get those big plays off?
I think our quarterback, he bought time when needed, and that's been better for him this year, and he was able to find some guys downfield, and that's our pass protection held up, and then we were able to run the ball at the end there to finish it out.
And, Coach, that elusiveness, sometimes elusiveness cannot be taught. It seemed like some of your boys were greased out there with how they were able to slip tackles, break through. Is that a big focus for this program? How do they become so elusive?
Yeah, our athleticism has definitely gone up in my time here at DC, and we have a tremendous speed program in the offseason, and, all of that is showing up right now. So we're just excited.
Well, Coach Laney, excellent job continuing on this undefeated season. I don't know if your boys are singing happy birthday. If it's your birthday, happy birthday to you. There you go, Coach.
Nice.
Great
All
job.
right, I'm going to go celebrate. Thanks.
All right. More Grimes Plumbing post-game show coming up live next on JTV Sports.
You never think about a good tow truck service until you really need one. Jimmy's Towing and Auto Repair in Jackson will be there for you in a flash. Our technologically advanced GPS software enables us to pinpoint your location and dispatch the closest truck to assist you in no time. Jimmy's has the largest towing and rescue truck fleet in the area, and we have the right equipment for any towing need. When you need help in a flash, call Jimmy's. Jimmy's Towing and Repair in Jackson.
They're here. McDonald's best burgers ever. They're hotter, with the cheese deliciously melted. And they're juicier, with the patties cooked to juicy perfection. Yes, they're tastier with a pillowy, soft, golden bun. They're rubble. Looks like we've been hamburgled. These are our best burgers ever. Rubble. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
Grimes Plumbing Company is licensed and insured. Give us a call for all your plumbing needs. Water heater installation and repair, drain cleaning, leak repair. And remember, at Grimes Plumbing, we love water.
At the Joe Muni Agency, we're right here in Jackson County. Joe and his team are your neighbors, local, friendly, and ready to meet with you in person. From auto to home, life to business, they're committed to service you can count on. When you need help, you'll talk to a real neighbor who cares about protecting what matters most to you. Visit joemuni.com today.
Kelly Express Marts are conveniently located throughout South Central Michigan with convenient hours of operation. We pride ourselves on our fast and friendly service to get you going on your way. We're here when you need us. Full service and fully stocked stores, fresh hot premium coffee, and cappuccino. All Kelly Express Marts are staffed with friendly, knowledgeable people committed to providing the highest level of service. Kelly Express Mart.
Serving the Jackson community since 2007, G-Force Automotive is your local Auto Value Certified Service Center. G-Force Automotive is a full-service repair facility. Our experience enables us to ensure your vehicle is well-maintained year-round in everything from brakes to engine repairs to transmissions and oil changes. We are committed to keeping you on the road. Hi, this is Matt Clausen, owner of G-Force Automotive. Come see us for your next service visit. G-Force Automotive, where we make friends, one car repair at a time.
Welcome back inside for the Grimes Plumbing postgame show. We have been loving water for over 20 years. Visit us online at grimesplumbingcompany.com. Inside the booth after a 17-13 victory for Divine Child over Lumen Christi. Matt Kibbe, Josh Burgett. Let's get right into it. Our Bailey excavating play of the game. There's really no other choice.
Yeah, I mean, Drew Sheridan got lost in the backfield. That was a broken run play, and he was just able to get loose and finds his teammate Rayshawn Thomas, dumps it off to him, and then he goes 77 yards after that catch. He's going to break through 2 tackles here and splits the defense, and just really a great run. The big play we talked about at halftime, that somebody was going to make a big play, and Divine Child did. 77 yards. You see it right there, our Bailey's excavating play of the game.
Bailey excavating, serving Jackson for over 50 years. That was the biggest play. That was the game-winning touchdown, and it came from what will be our Tri-County Water player of the game in Drew Sheridan.
Yeah, Drew Sheridan really played a nice game. The quarterback, sophomore quarterback for Divine Child. He was spectacular all game long. When he needed a play, he made it. He's got weapons all over the field. But he did a really nice job. He led the way with 2 touchdowns in this ball game for Divine Child. Made that big 77-yard play, and that all started with his feet and his awareness in the backfield to be able to make that play. But he was just really good when the Divine Child Falcons needed him tonight, and so we'll give him our Tri-County Water player of the ball game.
Tri-County Water, home and commercial water systems and services, TriCountyWater.com. Final thoughts from Josh on this game today?
We continue to learn about this Lumen Christi team every single week. They've played tough teams. This is another good one here. This is a team that's going to make a run in the D4 playoffs. I'll tell you that right now. This is a good football team that they just competed with, and they continue to compete with them. They just haven't won these ball games. I'm going to look for them to continue to grow through this year. And I have said it from the start of the year. It's going to be tough. This team's not likely going to have a great record, but if they get enough to get in the playoffs, they are going to be a force in Division 6 because of the competition they've played all season long, and they continue to grow. They played very well today and just didn't have enough at the end of the ball game, but really impressive effort by both of these teams. Divine Child comes out on top.
It was a great game. 17-13, the final score in favor of Divine Child over Lumen Christi. That's going to do it for us here on the Grimes Plumbing postgame show. For all of us here on JTV, for our producer, Noah Baker, and our director, Austin Curtis. I can't do it without all of them and all of our fantastic crew. 17-13, the final score. For Maxwell Fritz, Josh Burgett, I'm Matt Kibbe. We'll see you next time on JTV Sports.